Hooray! Oh, do it again.
That's okay.
I'm watching. Oh, it's not yet on my end. Oh, here's an ad.
Hello, Horizonauts.
Whoa!
I don't know what you.
Horizonauts.
That's
That is nuts. You're right. Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yeah.
No. I'm kidding. Currently working on Ren's operating system for the laptop she will use.
Oh, Andy, hang on. Hang on, listening to the stream, I don't think I hear your mic. Yeah, I think you're muted.
Somebody make a mistake.
Okay. Gay. Ugh. Okay. They didn't hear any of that. All right. So. Cool. Hi, everybody. Yeah. My mic is muted. That's the last thing I forgot to check. Was my audio. So hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Andy. These are my friends, Adam, Arnold, and Chloe. I'm gonna do the intro super quick because I literally did it and my mic was off. So, yeah. Adam's working on
us?
probably you guys, yeah. But I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna go through this intro super quick because I don't care. Chloe's working on some cool animation. Arnold's working on his own stuff. We'll let him elaborate like right now, super quick. But also Adam's working on this like really cool thing that we're not gonna elaborate on more than he said already. But Arnold, do you wanna share with the class what you're working on?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, hello, everybody. I'm Arnold. I'm one of the members in Scumhouse, and I'm working on a advertisement / game opening for a cool game called Mortal Sin. And yeah, right now I'm just doing some cleanup on this cool demon guy that goes. And he summons a bunch of cool guys, and that's what I'm working on. And it's a very cool game. If you want to check it out, it's already on Steam. And he is commissioning us, the developer. He's commissioning us for a cool bit of animation. He's a very nice guy. Go support him if you can.
Yay!
Awesome.
Yay!
So yeah, we're gonna be checking
Yeah, do
back
that.
into that.
I will check it out.
Yo,
Oh,
yay!
Hello.
Awesome.
I
Let's
hear the
go.
voice of chat.
The voice of chat. The voice of chat incarnate.
It's chat.
Lord, that's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
George,
here.
I saw the animation that you put out for your project. Looks really good.
So good.
Thank you.
Yeah, special guest Yoj today because I don't know if anyone's checked out the Patreon link that we now have. because we have a Patreon link now.
Whoa,
The
we have a
very
Patreon.
first
Can you
shot.
tell me everything about it?
I'll tell you about it, Yoj. So we have a Patreon, Horizonauts, Rubbergum. There we're posting. I don't know. Watch the ad. We're posting behind the scenes stuff. Inside looks. You can stalk us. And the very first shot that we broke down, was animated by Yoj.
Yay! I also broke down animating it.
He broke down animating it. He's okay though.
It was admittedly
Right.
a little funny.
Right?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
okay, right?
Yeah, I'm
Right?
okay. I'm okay.
Say you're fine!
Legally obligated to say you're fine.
It's in the contract, so, you know, no pressure.
Hi, I'm really excited for Horizonauts 2, Scribbly. I
You are
am too.
I can't wait for it to be done. It's gonna be so fucking cool.
Horizonauts is gonna be peak. It's gonna be
so fucking peak.
Yes.
Dude, that's Muscle Man saying it like that's how you know.
You know who else likes Horizonauts? My
mom.
Yeah.
I
We
know
have been watching way too much regular show recently.
Dude, yes. Oh my god, I
I
love.
saw you guys watching more episodes. It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's such a it's a good show to work to, I feel like, because
Yes.
I don't know, you don't even have to really look some of the time. I mean, obviously you should look because it's awesome. But you can kind of just hear everything that's going on, and it's good background noise. It's easy to follow.
Has good music too.
Oh my god, the music's amazing.
Dude, I actually kind of underestimated how fucking how do I say? I kind of underestimated. Jesus, I underestimated freaking. Okay, never mind.
Underestimated how peak it is.
How peak it is, how
Underestimated mom.
underestimated how funny Muscle Man was actually. Yeah.
I underestimated how cool he was. I didn't
Yeah.
realize he was cool like that.
I love Muscle Man.
I didn't think he
Man
was
is
such a
cool
chill
like
guy.
that.
He's chill. He's yeah.
High Five Ghost is nothing though. He's nothing to me.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Poor guy.
He's nothing. Describe High Five Ghost in 5 words. He's nothing. He's a
suck,
nothing
bro.
character.
He is the
Muscle
best
Man's
wingman.
friend.
He is Muscle Man's friend, yeah.
Muscle Man's Oh my god, that's exactly 5 words. Damn.
I was thinking about making a Horizonauts OC. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! You won't! You won't! Do it! I dare you to do it!
Maybe,
I dare you to do it so I can look at it and giggle and be like, "Ee, it's so awesome! I dare you! I dare you!
Seen in my life.
Little alien dude.
I have been seeing-
So the Horizonauts can be animated beating them up later.
Damn.
Dude, literally.
God. Wait, genius idea.
Sorry, I had to reset my.
I'm gonna
monitor.
animate the Horizonauts beating up Andy.
No.
I think realistically that you would use shoot at him.
They would what?
They will just shoot at him.
Just shoot 'em.
Oh, I was drawing a hand backwards this whole time. Was I? No, I wasn't.
Okay.
False alarm.
Or
Should be good.
backwards.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was resetting my fucking control super quick for my tablet because I had to reset. I moved my monitor today. I have a new setup, and it's great, and I love it, and it's so cool. It's so cozy. Because I had a how do I say? I had my shit out in the office space, and it was cool. I liked it because it was very open air, and I don't know, there was a lot of sunlight coming in, and it was just nice to work in there. But it was a common room, so I don't know, I was just there. And I don't know. I was just like, no, I kind of want to work on shit and not hear my fucking roommates in the fucking kitchen adjacent. Like, that'd be cool. I love them to
Sometimes
death,
it'd be
though.
like that.
Can you remember the other time we were watching regular show and like your roommate in the background very quietly say, "You want some sugar?"
You want some
You want some sugar, Benson?
Okay,
I
that
know, it was
shit's
give me
funny.
some sugar pops.
That's really
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
You gotta admit, yeah, I will say it's Go give your brother some sugar. No. Ah! He's such a fucking baby.
That
I
was
love
that was the one where Riggy's brother's like this like weird muscle guy, right?
it. Yes, it's literally
Random
just
body.
it's
Yeah.
just Rigby, but with like an anatomically more like accurate
Correct
like
body. Yeah.
body exactly.
Yeah, and he's like ripped and hot and successful.
He's hot.
And accounting is his passion.
Oh my
He
god.
Like he
That's
was
so
like,
funny.
oh, it's so great to be able to do what you love, and he's an accountant.
Ooh, Fishman McGee asks, will you guys
Hey.
eventually make renders for the Horizonauts? Okay, by renders, what do you mean? Do you mean like Smash renders where it's like, or sorry, no, not Smash renders because that's the 3D. Okay, do you mean like a 3D model or do you mean like a rendering of the characters, like they're in
wallpapers.
like a wall? Well, yeah, like a wallpaper, but I mean more so like a more painted style, I guess. Is that what you mean more so?
He wants exactly 4x3 wallpaper rendering for his
Dang,
Windows 95 computer that he still uses.
Dude, that'd be awesome as fuck. Imagine like.
Windows 95 Fishman McGee? That's messed up.
Dude, I would. Do you imagine a
I
Horizonauts
didn't
skin
know
of
you
like
were
space,
crazy
like
that.
space pinball? That'd be awesome.
I
Oh
could-
yeah.
That'd be awesome as
Well,
I
fuck.
could make that.
2D.
Dude, I would do. I would do the assets for that. I would be awesome as fuck, actually.
Let's do that. We should do it.
I got a chance to play. I sent you some pictures, Andy, and you didn't say anything, and it made me really sad. 'cause I
No,
was
I'm
like,
so sorry. What the fuck?
This is your Horizonauts score. I
Dude,
sent
let
you
me
some
see.
pictures of this awesome pinball thing that was like a Space Invader guy, and it was like literally this like Toy Story Pizza Planet looking thing, and it was awesome. It was like this alien that was like, "You can't
What?
destroy me. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to."
Oh,
invade
no,
you
I
with
saw
this
that clip.
Pinball thing, and it was really cool.
Wait.
On the pinball in real life is really fun. Pinball just is like video games is usually like whatever, play it for 5 minutes. But like I was playing with a friend and his girlfriend, and she was like super getting into it. Like she was like crushing it on the fucking pinball. Dude, they have like a Dungeons and Dragons pinball with like a smart screen and
That's
everything,
awesome.
and you can get like level up your character as you play. It's like crazy. It's like why does this even exist? But it's great.
That's so fucking cool. Goddamn. Like I do. How do I say? I do like the pinball like machines. Like whenever you go to an arcade. First of all, I'm really glad arcades are back because I would have hated that like being gone. But it's actually a really cool place to hang out for a lot of people. But like just seeing like the pinball section and just like all the different properties and they're all just like I don't know, they're all just like lined up in you just have Jurassic Park, you have Ghostbusters, you have fucking you have some like weird like Dracula like one.
They had a Pulp Fiction pinball machine, and it was really weird. It just had Samuel Jackson's face as like a giant sculpt that was like right next to you, and it's like, this is weird.
Arnold.
Jackson.
Arnold, I was literally playing this exact table, and I got a
Awesome.
score of 17 billion.
Oh, fucking nice, dude. Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Like, not even, like, less than a month ago. Like, very recent.
I'm sure a lot of these pinball machines just like the same ones, because I've seen a lot of the same ones. Sorry, go ahead, Chloe.
Oh no, you're good. I was saying back to the question. They said 2D, so like I guess like splash art.
Yeah, okay, splash art. I would definitely do like a render of that soon. For sure. That would be really cool to just put out sometime actually. So I guess keep an eye out for that if I have time to put it in my schedule, sure. That would be really cool. Cause I really do want to do like some Smash Bros. Like ass like renders of everybody. Like I think that'd be awesome.
That would be fun.
You know.
What you gotta do is like the fake toy render of like what goes on the cover of the box.
Oh my god, yeah. Dude, I
Make
actually
action figures.
dude, it would be awesome if we did like a Comet Buster like mock up, cuz I have like I'm trying to finish the sculpt of the ship, or like the redo, and like I don't know, I think it'd be cool to like take some pictures. It's like, oh,
you're making another one?
yeah.
It's awesome.
The one I did is falling apart, and I want to have
No!
one that's... Yeah, it's okay. Like, I made it out of, like, the wrong material.
It's not okay.
Yeah. By the way...
So, like, I said I was gonna help out because I was going somewhere where I thought the person there had, like, a 3D printer, right?
Mhm.
And they did have a 3D printer, but they were also, like, massively in, like, financial ruin. Okay, I'm not gonna get into specifics, but, like, this person was, like, messed up. All kinds of messed up. And they were like, oh yeah, let's do the 3D printing stuff. Oh man, I gotta replace the part. It's no biggie. I just gotta replace it for $900. Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh
And
my
I'm
god.
like, no, dude.
Damn, bro.
Listen, it's fucking like plastic doo doo. Come on, don't spend.
What are you doing
You
to
were
me?
just talking about how you wanted like to get a car. Don't spend $900 on plastic
Oh
doo
my
doo.
goodness.
Yeah.
Please. So I feel a little bad because I remember when I went there, I was like, yo Andy, I'll 3D print some stuff, and then yeah, sorry that didn't really come to fruition.
Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, like, honestly, I think it'd be cool to look into 3D printing, like, our own shit at some point. I think that'd be cool.
Dude,
I've thought about it too.
Dude, I'm telling you, just make like the 3D STL files. Make sure that they actually print right and everything, and they're like supported, and just put them up on a store. People will buy that. People like buying little guys in plastic that because if you just buy like plastic guys in as is, they're like super expensive. But they're like so like once you have the audience of people that 3D print stuff, like it's so cheap for them that they'll be like, yeah, I'll spend what, $10, $15, $20 on like a plastic guy. Yeah, why not? And because it's like it's better than spending. Dude, I've seen like Warhammer stuff that is like $180 for like 3 guys. 3 guys, and they're like tiny, and it's like, what do you think I am, dude? I just think they're cool. I'm not gonna spend.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend that much money.
When he says people will spend, he's talking about me.
He's talking about
Oh, yeah.
He's talking about me.
You don't have to call out my bad spending habits in front of the entire internet.
Yeah, what the hell?
Messed up. Why would you do that?
Listen. I'll put it out there. At least you haven't spent over $1,000 on plastic duty. All right, I have. I don't feel good about that. I'm like,
yeah.
oh no.
Putting himself on blast.
Yeah. Listen.
Damn.
I think everyone's done. Or sorry, yeah, again.
I think
We all
I
have
think you
things
guys
we're
should
ashamed of.
spend more time working, honestly. Come on, dude.
Speaking of, let's see what everyone else is doing. Actually.
Alright, Mr. Patreon star.
Yeah.
Get back to
That's
Go.
what Arnold's doing. That's so
work.
Andy, check this out, but don't show it.
Cool. Oh. That's gonna be a little hard. Wait.
Don't look,
Wait.
guys. Don't look. Everyone, chat, close your eyes.
Chat, close your eyes. Nick. Okay, wait. I have to actually move the window.
No, we can trust them. Just
Okay,
chat,
yeah.
Just close your eyes. It's fine.
Okay, close your eyes, chat. Close your eyes. No one look. Okay, go, Adam.
Wait, let me look too.
All right, here.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Woo!
Dude, this is so cool. I'm glad nobody else can see this.
Okay, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
so
This is the
I
best
sure
thing
wish
in the
chat
world,
could see
actually.
what you're doing.
This is freaking
That's
awesome,
awesome
and
as fuck.
epic.
But chat, keep your eyes closed.
cool. No, thank you. Thank you guys for your discretion.
Now we're tampering this.
No,
They're tampering the inner systems
now
of
we're
that building.
tampering We're tampering with the
Dark
finer
Sonic, you're
things.
peeking. You're peeking. Close your eyes.
Don't look.
I see that.
God, this,
Don't look, everybody.
This is crazy. This is what,
Bro, that shit's nuts.
bruh. Oh, this is peak.
Anyway,
Bro, he was talking about doing this literally yesterday, and it's already done. Like, what the
Okay,
fuck?
no.
Oh my god, yeah.
I have to mind my own business now. What's good, Horizon nerds?
It's
good.
That's what we're gonna call you guys from now on. Horizon.
We are the
nerds.
Horizon Nation.
Horizon.
Horizon, rise up, Horizon Nation.
Let's go.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
add sound effects to this now.
I still like
Oh,
Horizon
shit.
letters more.
Yeah.
My Horizon nut bags, dude.
Whoa!
Wow.
I'm gonna lay it down like it is.
I didn't know the takes were gonna be this hot this early. Jeez. You should have told me in advance.
Kyle, you looked. You're not supposed to. You've betrayed our trust.
You looked. You looked.
Question: how did the idea for Horizonauts come about?
In a dream.
I don't know.
It was a faraway land.
In a dream.
Also,
Faraway
after
land,
every
a faraway
question, you
place.
can just say, I don't know, and they stop asking.
Well, I don't know. It's not. I'm not the creator.
Dude, no, like if there's one thing that people like always do, it's stop asking when you say I don't know. I think people you can count on people's discretion. Oh,
No, you guys are allowed to ask.
you guys are allowed to ask, yeah. What do I
No,
say?
you're not.
No, you ain't. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. It starts to get worse with it. Nuh-uh, you dumb. Fuck you. No,
Can't ask that. We'll kill you.
let me see.
Whoa!
Horizonauts. I think if I were to say Horizonauts is probably a culmination of all the things I find funny about sci-fi. And that's pretty much, yeah. Like that's how it pretty much started. It was just like, oh, I think this is kind of funny, like how all the aliens look weird in Star Wars. Like, oh, it's kind of funny how like can Horizon. Oh god, fucking. I say, I don't know, just like a bunch of I like that like the armor on like stormtroopers like never works. I like that. I like the little things here and there that I like the little goofballs that go like ooh, you know, like I like that.
losing
I
it.
like the goofballs of sci-fi. So that's everything. That's everything Horizonauts is, and then I also got some friends to like organize it all pretty much.
We may or
Yeah,
may
he
not be
dumps
the
his work on
friends.
us.
Mhm.
He makes us
Yeah.
do everything for him.
Yes, it's really cool.
May or may not be the friends.
I hope we're the friends that he's talking about, but honestly, who's to say?
I mean, I would say you are, and like if like I'd say we gotten pretty far without being that. If that's the case, I would say at this point, like yeah, like what the fuck? Okay, takes it back. He's crossing. I'm crossing my fingers behind my back. The camera cuts to like.
Damn it, it was worth a shot.
Yeah. Damn it.
Fingers
Everyone
crossed
laughs,
doesn't
it's
count.
friends. And then off stream, it's like, yeah, man, that'll be $50.
It's
Yeah,
$50
see you next
fucking
week.
dollars. Do you know who I am? God.
You know,
I need you guys to get in a Discord call with me and pretend to be my friends while we live stream
Hey, that one thing
To,
you said at 32:58.
to 21 people.
Hey,
That was out of
listen.
pocket.
That one thing you said at 32:58, not cool. Never say that to me again.
Not cool, bro.
Not cool, bro.
That one thing you said. That one, Adam. That one thing you said to me at 41:57. I swear to God, if you say it to me again, I will fuck. You're out. I will skin you.
I didn't say anything.
You should
You're
say
a
it again,
hoe.
actually.
Were you dreaming again?
I was having no. Yeah, I was having such a nice dream too.
Yo,
And they
this
wake
guy's
up,
always
forgot to
dreaming,
start the
because that's how
stream,
he
wake
gets
up.
the ideas for Horizonauts.
Ugh.
You fell asleep on your desk. You haven't started the stream yet. Wake up, Andy. Wake up.
Oh my God, Solomon's in chat. Hi, Solomon. Hi.
Solomon!
Hi. What's up, bro? Dude, like Horizonauts is actually going pretty good. We are doing great. Yeah, I don't know. Like we're
doing
just pumping
good.
out.
We're not telling you how good it's going. But
We're
it's
not
going
telling you
good.
how good it's going.
On a scale from 1 to good, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Chloe. It's a good way to put it.
Pretty good.
It's a pretty good way to put it.
Horizonauts is so back.
Bro, we're so here. We're so back, you guys.
We never left.
Bro, we've been here.
We've been here.
We're so back in radio silent.
True.
Yeah.
We are back.
Don't call it a comeback.
Baby, yeah. Do you remember? Does he remember
Animating,
tire
'cause
shoes?
I can just give Krug lower back pain.
Yes. Xena actually always remembers to wear Velcro because she's really bad at tying her shoes. She can do it, but like it takes her like 5 minutes to do like one fucking shoe.
She doesn't have enough fingers, so she can.
She's the kind of person to say like, no, I got it, and she does not have it. Like she's trying so hard on that knot, and you know she is.
Everyone's trying to help her tie her shoes. She's like, shut up, shut up.
Shut up! I got
shut
it.
up."
It's like it's not that big a deal, dude. Like no, God, don't touch me.
The episode where you learn it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah. There you go. I can tie my
Guys,
shoe by myself.
Guys, who is Glub Shida?
Glub Shido is renowned far and wide for his like heroism. He's done so much for the
Tell me-
galaxy.
Tell me the tale.
The way you asked that was just so weird.
I think though.
Like there was not an ounce of irony. That was completely.
You
guys are
did
so
you
silly.
did you get invested for a second? Like the music is helping too, I think, honestly.
Club Shito is known far and wide across the galaxy.
He's Tales of Glub Shito is known far and wide. I don't know, some shit like that.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
No, we're not gonna start that regular show episode
Okay,
all over again.
no,
No.
okay, so pretty much, do you guys
Yeah, this is my excuse to punch the shit out of you.
do you guys actually know what Glub Shito is?
I don't know.
No, okay. Do you okay?
Okay, wait.
It's literally just a meme. It's just a meme. No, it's not. It's not. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's literally just like a nothing character that people keep saying is like a Star Wars character. It's like, oh look, it's Glub Shito in the background, you know? Like that.
Is he real? Is he real? Is it like an actual guy?
I don't want. Wait. I don't. I need to fact check this.
Glub Shito fact check.
I'm totally not searching is Glub Shito canon.
I love Glub
Glub
Shida.
Shito has been verified by
Shito.
certified galactic patriots.
Yeah, does he have a birth certificate?
Okay, I am 90% certain that Glub Shito is not real, but like it's just like a parody character that people made up that is just like or how do I say? It's just like the character's been getting like so like weird and stuff recently, and
Okay,
like
but
it's just like
Babu Frick is real. He's
Babu
real,
Frick
right?
is real. Yes, Babu Frick is real.
Okay, okay,
Bubble
Yes.
Frick.
okay.
I was
so
gonna say because
who the hell is
Glupshido
Babu
does
Frick?
sound like an actual Star Wars name.
Babu Frick.
I
Wait,
think I told you guys before, like a
Oh,
friend of mine came
I
up with
remember
this
Babu
thing.
Freak.
I really
Wait,
hope
if
we
you
don't get
just come up
copyrighted
with-
for this.
You just come up with 2 random words and then just switch the first letters of those words, it will always make like a good Star Wars or
Fabu
alien
Brick.
name. Fabu Brick.
Yeah.
You take Meme Farm, it's Fema Marm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put this
Okay.
on pause super quick.
What the
Hold on.
hell?
What was it? George Lucas, and then was Lord Jukas.
Lord Jukas. I love Lord Jukas,
Jukas.
honestly. Okay, wait. There he is.
So stupid.
Glumshiro, my beloved, and somebody say who's Glumshiro? It's an answer. It's so funny. What the hell?
Zori? Is this what?
Glumshiro, my beloved.
Look, is
He says he's found something in your droid's
Awesome.
forbidden.
okay, there you go. I really hope we're gonna copyright for that, but whatever, here you go. Back to the.
Have mercy, YouTube.
Yeah.
Have mercy.
That's Babu Frick. He was literally in episode 9. Do we have to watch episode 9, you guys? We have to work up to it, but we have to watch episode
Yeah.
9.
Oh, yeah,
we
it's
gotta
the
watch that
best
all.
episode. It's so good.
I
love
feel
the
like-
ending.
Whatever, man. You don't have to lie.
I went through a whole
The
thing,
best one.
honestly, like with episode 9 as well.
Wait,
Like,
ew. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew, that's Babu Frick. Ew.
It's
Oh,
a
he didn't-
good
You him.
effect.
He's silly.
It's
He's
a freak.
nasty, dude. He looks like a ball sack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You mean he's sick and awesome.
Imagine you walk up to Arnold for the first time. You're like, "Hi, my name's Babu Freak," and he's like, "Ew, what the hell?
What the
Ew,
fuck are you,
You
dude?
look so disgusting.
You're so
Ew."
old, dude. Where's your family, dude?
You are making
Yeah.
me feel like I gotta vomit, and that is not cool, bro.
You're a fucking freak. You're a fucking freak. Ah!
Get away from me, Frick. Okay,
Step on
okay,
him.
it's really me. I feel like the social interaction of like someone has like bothered you enough that you're like, get away from me, freak, is really funny.
Yeah.
Like imagine someone just bothers you enough, because like that's not like you don't hate someone and call them freak. Like that's you've just gotten annoyed
I don't know
to
about
the
that.
point where you're like, get away from me, freak.
Yeah, literally fucking.
I call Andy a freak every day.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I'm like, "Morning, freak. What's good? What's
I am kind
what
of
do we
a
got? What
freak,
we
I
got going on
guess.
today?"
That's great.
I want my freaks at.
I guess I am kind of a freak.
Freaks hire freaks. That's
A
why
little
we're all
bit.
here.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yo, you walk into the
Sounds like
freak
a conceited
factory,
yoke.
freak.
Bunch of freaks in here.
As long as it's consensual, everything's fine.
Consensual
True.
freakism.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
What do you
Consensual
say
freak.
about that?
Consensual freakonomics.
Economic.
Economics.
Yeah.
Wait,
what
where
did I
does
say?
where does freak even come from? Like, what is that word?
Freak?
Where do freaks come from?
From Frecondius?
Where do freaks come from?
I don't know.
From the Latin?
Okay, wait. From Wikipedia,
From the Latin freca?
freaks were classified into 2 groups: natural freaks and self-made freaks. Dude, I'm a self-made freak. Dude,
Dude,
I
that's
feel
me,
like I'm
bro.
all
That's me to a
natural.
fucking T,
I don't
dude.
know. I feel like I was just born like this.
Middle English freakin', meaning to move nimbly or briskly.
What does that mean?
I guess. Okay, so I guess if you're like a freak who's like, you know, like slow and you wander around, you have like a big like turtle shell. Technically, that's like not correct. You should be called something else. You should be classified as like an
artist?
abomination or something.
An abomination?
Yeah.
It's the abomination. Gantu said that
Yo,
a
my
lot.
bombies and my freaks are hanging out in the sewers. You coming with?
Where's my babus at?
Yeah.
Where's my fucking babus at? Yeah.
I feel like I feel like
Abominations.
mutants and abominations and freaks just being like the cool guys. They're like they're like influencers, like people like they live in the sewers. They're still like deformed and melting, and they're like all these freaky things. But like people watch them and they're like, dude, I want to be a freak. I want to be a freak. Yeah.
I want to be a freak so
Adam.
bad.
Adam, did you say abomination?
Abomination. Yeah.
Maybe.
That's
You
awesome.
watch your mouth.
Dude, that's a real.
Tesla's
Obama,
here.
Hey, the solo.
What's up?
Dude. Hello.
That's Holo.
Come in. Hey, Tesla.
Jazz.
Hello.
Points
You're
and
listening to
laughs. It's our
108,
audio guy.
100.
It's the guys that does like the audios and search.
Yeah.
It's the music, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the deaf
That's
guy.
me.
It's him. He's
That's
the
me,
guy.
the audio
It's
man
Mr.
that
Music.
cannot hear.
He is
Andy,
him.
help.
Mr. Deaf
Music
Man.
Man.
Andy,
What?
Help.
Music man.
Wait. Actually,
help
let's-
on the stream overlay. We're drowning. Help!
Are we? What do you mean?
Whoa.
Help us!
Don't worry, people.
Oh right. Oh god.
Help
What
us.
stream?
Save us!
Oh yeah.
So many streams going on all at once. Okay.
Yeah, we're popping in between
Damn.
streams.
Somebody
Oh my
said,
God,
who the
actually.
hell is this the solo guy?
I really do be like that.
What the fuck?
That's fucked up.
Yikes.
There we go. That's fine.
Oh, it was /J. Don't worry. Are you
That's
/J or /SRS?
It's all good. It's all good. Just tell them I'm Dell. They'll understand.
He's /J.
Slash you.
fine.
Just tell them I'm legendary Dell. You know, the country man that says hold his beer.
Here.
I'm trying to think. What's a Australian Dell?
I don't know.
Dale down under.
Dell on.
Andy, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I have a question for Chloe.
That'd be really funny if you just ignored me. I'm gonna ignore that though. So. What's your question?
Holy shit.
Well,
Up top.
yeah.
My question is, what is your question? What's your question?
Well,
to them?
okay, I'm glad you asked. My question is
Bruh.
so take all the Horizonauts, right?
Yeah.
Would they be considered attractive to each of their species, or like some of them really ugly for like
You know, that's actually a
like
good
on their
question.
home planets?
Huh.
Yeah. Right.
I think they're all cutie patooties, but
That is, I'm curious now.
Wait. Hold on.
like I hope Ren is just like really fucking ugly.
I would think
I
so,
knew you
right?
would say
Yeah.
that. I knew you would say that.
Like
dude.
something like I would think like because here's the thing, right? I think Ren would be super ugly. I think like Krug would be like actually seen as like a silver fox.
Oh,
know what I
hell yeah,
mean?
he is. I know that's right.
Like,
I'm drawing
feel
his
like
ass
Ren
right
is
now, by the
like-
way.
Oh, cool. Let's see
Ren
that.
is
like their-
Yeah, that's
their
what
That's
like.
like-
That's
of
awesome.
like a run cell.
Let's see.
They're just like this is like an
A run cell.
Oh,
unwantable.
awesome.
Yeah.
Ren sound.
Literally the Ren cells. Yeah, right. Oh my god, that's awesome.
I'll BRB.
You can see that.
Damn, the soul is gone again.
He hates us.
I feel like Xena, if I had to guess, other species of hers are like, yeah, all right, yeah, she's mid. she's
yeah,
alright."
yeah, you're
I would
Like-
think
She's
so.
mid.
Or like other species are like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like
yeah.
us.
I could.
feel like
def-
that's
yeah,
what
exactly. It works on other species, but not mine. I don't understand. I could see that honestly. Yeah, like, how do I say? I think her species is very exclusive. Let's say that. I emojis to the floor like. Oh. Yeah,
Or-
but like.
Bro.
I think Xena would be seen as like somewhat conventionally attractive. Like I would think her species would be like, yeah, I mean not so much. but like everywhere else, like yeah, no, like damn. I'd say like Xena's like a
He
6.
is mothering after all.
Xena's like a 6 on her planet.
Okay.
Yeah, Xena's like a 6.
It's like when you say like I'm an LA 2 but a Portland 10.
Yes, exactly that
What
shit.
the-
Exactly.
Yeah,
LA2 Portland 10. It's that kind of shit. Yes. Especially
she's
with her
not bad, she's
species, for sure. Yes. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, you're all Horizonauts 10s in my book.
You're all Horizonutters.
You're all Horizonutters. Alright, chat, you wanna know how to be a Horizonauts 10? I'll tell you. Animate good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you have to do it solo like that? What the hell?
Why you gotta put us on the spotlight?
He's a great animator. Did you hear him last night? Oh my god.
No.
We were going over some notes for a crew member, and Disla was like, "What if you changed it like to make it like this angle, and what if you moved this drawing over?" And I was like, "Damn, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
He's got
sound
good
guy."
sense for it. He's got a good sense for it. Awesome.
And it but it worked.
He's got a good eye for it. Told you.
Yeah, he does have an eye for it.
Somebody
Sound
said,
guy.
"Look how I joined. I hear you guys talking about this."
Tit.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I've known Horizonauts for months, but I honestly forgot the plot. What it about again? One last time. It's about a bunch of bad guys who are even worse at their job, and hijinks ensue. And that's it. They're really bad at their job.
League of Super Evil? It's
really
like that, but in outer space.
But in outer space, but everyone's like different colors, and it's outer space, and they have big space lasers, and then I don't walking ships.
Space lasers, and they got big rocket ships.
And they got a walking ship, and they're going.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. Why do you keep asking? Stop asking
That was
me.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Is there a space Elvis?
Is there a what?
Is there a space Elvis in Horizonauts?
There could be.
Is that just like a Lilo and Stitch thing?
could be.
I don't know why, but like
No,
my
it's not
head,
just
in my
Lilo and
mind's
Stitch
eye,
thing.
I picture like Elvis is like a thing with like UFOs and aliens and
No,
stuff. Maybe I'm thinking of Vegas a lot.
Well, actually, okay, I do see the correlation with like Lilo and Stitch now, because they did have the whole Elvis sequence, and I'm now thinking about it in a very like pop culture context. But okay, so Elvis, people theorized like a bunch of different things like after he died. Rest in peace, the king, first of all. But like, he was one of the celebrities that people theorized like the most about, like, oh, what happened to him? Because like, oh, you know, like, oh, did he actually die? You know, stuff like that. You know, and he's like, yeah, he's like, he's dead, obviously. But like, that some people were saying the Men in Black, they joked about it, and they were like, is this Elvis? I thought he was dead. And he's like, no, he just went home. And he's like, yeah, that's funny. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's another one I'm thinking of.
like shit like that's funny. Like, I don't know. I think that's really cool. Like, just tongue in cheek. Like, I don't know. He's not dead. He just went home. Yeah.
The last time I heard of Elvis, like in anything, I was watching Do the Right Thing, and they just have this song called "Fight the Power," and one of the lyrics is like, "Elvis was a hero to some, but not to me. He was racist." I don't remember anything else. It's like, damn, this guy really doesn't like.
Damn, bro.
Hates Elvis.
Was he racist? Yeah, damn. I guess he didn't fuck with him. He probably. I don't know. Like, I'm not. I don't care.
I mean, wasn't the whole deal that people were
I
like,
don't know
"Oh, he
anything.
took rock and roll from like black people or something"? I don't really. I'm not.
I
Really
did hear
informed on
that.
the thing.
I did hear that. I
Oh,
did hear that.
No, I have no idea.
I don't know
Let
that.
the cats out to use the restroom.
The audience is encouraged to look this up for themselves.
Because we don't know.
But like, I did hear some shit
A
about
bunch
that.
of
Yeah.
idiots.
I
Yes.
just really like that Radio Raheem in that movie. Just kept playing that song, so you just kept hearing Elvis was a racist over
Oh,
and
yeah.
over.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's awesome as fuck, actually. Oh my god, the fucking
Elvis
Mario
was
Galaxy.
racist?
Whoa.
Whoa.
But not to my guys.
Wow.
Not to me. Not to me.
And that's honestly
So
all that
it doesn't
matters,
count.
so I don't care.
Oh my god.
He would never be racist to me. No,
He's
not
my
him.
friend. I just hung out with him.
I love Elvis, and Elvis loves
He
me.
loves me. Shut
He
up!
loves me.
No, me, come on.
He wouldn't ditch me. We were supposed to go
Best
bowling.
friends with Elvis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He
Sorry,
would ditch
He was,
me.
he was a cool guy. He offered me a drink and everything. He said, "Sit
Listen,
down,
you're-
let's
listen,
talk." Is it-
Just
Little lady,
because-
you're one of the good ones.
I mean, yeah, he was trying to suck my blood or something like that, but you know, he's a cool
Oh,
guy.
he's a vampire too. Elvis was a vampire.
I didn't know
He
that.
kept talking about adrenochrome or something. I don't know what he's talking about.
Not sure what that was
I'm
about.
not sure what that was about.
Elvis
I'm
goes
pretty
to
chill,
show up, be like, "You guys gotta stop saying this stuff about me, man.
Please
Like,
stop,
you're on the
please.
internet. Like, I don't
Like,
appreciate
dear
it."
God, like the misinformation campaign
y'all gotta
is like
stop.
already like started. It's on Twitter.
It's
It's like-
listen, little lady, you're spreading all this misinformation.
Dude, don't
Fuck
turn on
that.
the on the TV. It doesn't matter what channel.
It doesn't matter what you.
It's like, bro, literally just turn on the TV.
I wish
to-
I could say that like once in my life, but like we don't do live TV anymore, so it's like,
No?
Oh
damn.
yeah, it's just like turn on YouTube, turn on. any
Yeah,
live
turn
show
on YouTube. Doesn't matter whose
Right.
channel.
Yeah.
It
Pretty
doesn't
much.
matter whose channel. Dude, turn on Moist Critical and they just hit a Pentagon.
Like, open social
Dude,
media,
turn-
doesn't matter which one.
Bro, turn on. Bro, turn on mood. Turn on Mudahar right now. I need to see what happened. Like, some ordinary gamer now. Like, fucking. Where's Meat Canyon?
Where's me?
Quick, this guy that has 3 subscribers.
Who's the most like inside baseball YouTube guy that you could like name right now? That's not like a
None.
big guy.
I don't know.
Uber Hexanova? I don't know. He's pretty. He's like somewhat big, but like also not like. I'm not gonna say not really, but he's like decently
really.
sized enough. Yeah, right. Like he's like big but niche but big, but yeah. I like
Big
him.
but
He's
niche,
funny.
but big but niche.
I think he's
but,
funny,
Yeah, also kind of big,
But also kind
niche.
of big. But also, I mean, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of YouTubers nowadays. Like, fucking everyone has like fucking a million subscribers. Like
Dude,
shit.
yeah, everyone is niche now
Fucking A.
because there's just so many of them.
That's such a weird thing to like it's like, oh, this guy's like really famous. They have like millions of subscribers, and there's like every time that happens, I'm always like, who the hell is this guy? I've never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Exactly.
I know, like, who the fuck is Mr. Beast? I have no idea.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth. He's not joking.
No.
He actually doesn't know. Who
He
he
has no fucking clue, guy. We haven't told him on purpose.
is.
Don't tell Yoj, but
don't
like
know.
I bugged his internet so that like all Mr. Beast like search results are just like blocked and it just goes to like Maggie and the Ferocious Beast instead.
wait, dude. There's this really funny add-on that I had to put on her YouTube, and she never took it off, and it just replaces every thumbnail on YouTube with like an AI generated like Mr. Beast. Like it'll just
Oh my
there
god, no
somehow.
way! No
And
way.
she just
Remember
never
that.
uninstalled it. So anytime I look
Wait,
at like over her
really?
shoulder, she just has like Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast.
That's awesome.
insane.
What the
It just
fuck?
appears out of thin
I
air.
love that. I love that.
That is
expression so much.
fucking unhinged as shit and hilarious. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome as hell. Oh my god. Bro, shout out to Hannah. Guys, go watch the Xena.
Yeah.
Go watch the Xena right now. Actually, no, wait. Stay here and watch it after. Go watch it.
Please, please stay.
What?
Please.
What?
Don't leave. Just stay. But you know,
Please
afterwards,
don't
when I
leave.
forget.
I
My
forgot.
wife and family needs the views.
I forgot we're supposed to retain viewers.
Ugh.
Everything is looking so cool, guys. Actually, let's take another peek at the
Looking real
what the
crispy.
guys are
Look,
doing.
look at Adam's stream. It's so cool.
Crispy.
Yeah, very good, Chloe. Very nice.
Yay.
Adam's stream is so cool, actually.
This is like that
Please
Mercy
tell me
meme, the angle that I'm doing right
Yeah,
now.
Adam's eating right now. Oh my god, Arnold is so cool.
What's
I
what's
like
annoying
this.
about this one
Yeah.
is that this is the only. Well, I guess these other flesh guys would have a little bit of it, but this is like the only character that has like all these highlights. So I would have been done. I could have just left him as yeah, like this. Check it,
And that's it.
like all shadowy and stuff.
Ooh.
But
Oh my gosh.
but
That's not safe,
I'm
huh?
adding this because he's supposed to look like skinless a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ooh,
because
skinless.
Looks very meaty.
because
watch
he's,
him
go.
like,
That's
I gotta add all these like little highlights and stuff, and I don't know, like it looks good, but it's also like I'm doing literally the opposite of what whoever does animation does, where they're like, oh, simplify, make this like easy to draw for like one frame, and like literally I'm doing the worst thing you could possibly do, and making every frame like super like grainy and detailed. Like people are gonna see this
So
for
I
like
kind of like
5
that.
seconds,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be
cool.
I
gone.
like the graininess.
That's the magic of animation. We cry, we bleed out on our desks, and then people blink
Pray
and
to
they
God,
miss it.
and then somehow.
Yeah, people don't
No,
care.
you pray to
They
God,
just
and hope to
like,
God it'll actually save you from your suffering, and then the animation is dead.
I
That's
did.
it, it's
I
over.
was working on something with like way simpler animation, but the thing is, that, like this one, like has more of like a hey, we gotta get this done. So, and the other one is sort of more of like hey, we can just get this done whenever. So even though that one is easier, we were like, put that one aside, work on the difficult thing now.
Yeah.
And it's good advice, you know, like work on the really difficult stuff ahead of time so that everything else is like cake in comparison. But I want to be done
I mean,
with this.
Yeah.
good
I
The
will-
luck.
amount of
believe
details
in
is
you.
amazing,
Yeah,
actually,
grind.
looking at it.
It's crazy. Did you animate it or are you doing cleanup only?
I animated like 90% of this. I think a few different shots.
Oh my god.
And animated by other people.
Crazy.
That's insane.
I find that like the rough animation isn't too bad. It's like the line work cleanup is like the most time-consuming thing for me. So we did get a lot of
Yeah,
help with
same.
that.
Life is hard. It's like you gotta do all of this and then market it.
It has
Well,
to
I
look
mean, this
clean.
is,
So it's
um,
It has to make sense. It's like,
Thankfully, this is the marketing. This is just like an ad and also like a game.
Oh,
opener,
okay.
so this is
Yeah,
kinda-
well, thank God.
It's a really cool project, and I'm very thankful that Nico, the developer of the game, was like, "Yo, yeah, just go for it, go for something that looks cool that you guys want to do," and that he's actually willing to let us do something this crazy. Especially because like I feel like with a lot of animated stuff, like you don't really like when I got into animation, I really like stuff like the HBO Spawn series, the Max on MTV, Aeon Flux also on MTV. Like a lot of this stuff that was very clearly inspired by like Western art, but had this level of like effort and grittiness put into the animation. And I like that's the stuff that made me go like, oh, so this is like what real animation is like. Okay, cool. I can't wait to see the rest of this stuff. And then I found out like no, that was like the outlier. Like most animation is not like that. So I get to do this, and I'm very happy with that. Like I'm very happy that I get to do something that even comes like close to that in terms of like, you know, like a big detailed muscle guy going like, I'm fucking scary. Look at him, he's going. It's awesome.
Dude, this is great. It kind of reminds me of I don't know what animation specifically I'm thinking of, but of Spencer
For some
Wan's
reason,
work.
I
Oh,
don't
you know
know
what? The
why I
Hades
saw the
trailer.
character.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I seen a lot of people do like video game trailers now for like smaller studios, and I think that's honestly like the way forward if you're not being like a pilot or anything. Like if you're just trying to make
Yeah.
money, like they're because obviously you know games make money and games want to be like it's more competitive
wanna
now than
look
it's ever
cool.
been. They want to
Yeah.
look cool. A friend of mine, he worked on the storyboards for the Castle not Castlevania the games, but like the Vampire Survivors. They had like an update that included like the Castlevania characters, and they made this whole animated trailer for it, and he did the boards for it, and it was like, wow, he's doing something like really cool. He's doing like this action sequence, with all this like you know spooky bats and stuff, and it's great. And yeah, I feel like in the future there's probably gonna be like a lot more of these like animated trailers made for games. You've already seen like a ton of them that are like more like anime styled, a lot of them coming from France. A lot of them are very like economical and anime inspired in the sense of like, hey, we're not drawing too much, but the drawings there are cool. But like, dude, like, I would really like to see more like animated trailers that just go
Yeah.
like crazy hard, especially for like independent games where like they have a little bit of money to spend, but it's not like AAA money where you can do like a whole like pre-rendered CGI cutscene that's like $1 million or whatever. Like that stuff, obviously those guys are set, but I really like that middle ground of doing something that like you're almost like taking a game that has like the graphics are kind of like more limited in a way, and you're kind of like translating them into like another medium, and it's like because in the game this guy doesn't look like as muscly or as you know, he doesn't like look too much like this, and these guys in the game are like blue, and they have like a different look to them, but because they're coming out of like the walls, and there's like some stuff with like flesh and stuff, there's like an interpretation going on, and you know, Nico was like, yeah, no, I like that you guys are like interpreting it in a different way than what I had initially. Like he's been a really great client, and yeah, it's really awesome working on this.
That's so good. That's awesome.
Good.
Yeah, there's
awesome.
like tons of
That's
game
how it's looking for.
trailers. You're one of them. Shut
Um,
up.
No, I'm not. I mean, look at this. Look at
Oh,
this. How am I
he
supposed
said
to
the
compete with
thing.
this?
He said the thing. He said the thing. Pick it up.
Oh no, not on the cross again. Please.
Pick it up. Tosses a
Say
pen
that you're
across the
great.
floor. Pick it up. A pen and a little participation trophy.
A little participation.
I will say, like, I'm doing this exercise because I'm a masochist. This could have totally been done with like way more limited frames, like on 3s and stuff. I did this
Yeah.
on like 2s. I think there's a few shots in this that are like on 1s because I hate myself and I want to suffer and die or something.
Oh my god.
Like,
That's the kind of mindset you need.
I want to go crazy on some more, and I'm like, yes, I will do this on 1s. And I'm sure my friends are like, yeah, that's great, awesome. Cool.
Okay, Arnold.
Okay.
Ah, shit, I did this.
You got that. He's doing it though.
Hell yeah. No, you're really good at like frame by frame drawing. It's very nice. You're very good at retaining volumes.
Making Atom Blast music is crazy as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I'm gonna get rid of this like pussy music for a second because I want to listen to some cool shit. Like, I'm actually listening to like the springtime music, like on the fucking demon.
La 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 la.
I'm sorry. My project just
Were
crashed
you
up.
feeling
It didn't
peaceful,
play.
chat? It's time to rip and tear.
Oh my god, now I have to put Doom. Wait, I don't know if we'll get. Wait, oh, fuck, I don't know if we'll get sued.
Oh, I would suggest we're not gonna get sued.
Not sued. Yeah, you're right. But taken down. I mean, sorry.
That's a little much.
Yeah, right.
It's funny, I look
but I
at
was
that
gonna
demon.
suggest that. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I look at that demon and I think of Smiling Friends, the devil. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that bit. I love how much like mixed media they managed to do in that show.
Yeah.
I can quit whenever I feel like it.
I can quit whenever I want.
I think for me, my favorite thing, because I react to this, I react like this sometimes, where he gets the like the drink, and he's like, oh yeah, cool, no straw, yeah, awesome, great.
Yeah, thanks.
That's such a real reaction.
That is, yeah, exactly right. Oh, no straw. Yeah, cool.
It's almost-
That's perfect for me. Yeah.
I just noticed Adam's stream is just like simplified.
It's awesome, right?
Right.
Awesome.
It's wizardry what he's doing.
You know, I might do that for like my streams. Like just have it like a BS. Little, I'm eating right now. Like everything's gonna look epic as hell, and then just all right, bye.
Why did he write it so nicely? Like it looks so like beautiful. Eating right now.
I was like a little clown smiley face.
I'm gonna screenshot that.
So
We should.
cute.
I just screenshot this. Should make it into a sticker, but not tell him.
We made one of your creations to a sticker. It's like, what creation?
Yeah,
It's
that's-
like, you know,
that's
this one.
I've never created a thing in my life.
Right? It's like, what the hell?
I don't know. This is kind of cute. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you make it so
It is
cute
kinda
for?
cute. I want to put that. Just put that on the shirt, right, babe?
Yeah, put it on his shirt. Oh my god,
Eating right now.
That would-
Smiley face.
dude, that sucks. But that would make $1 million.
It would. That'd be, just throw him. He's like, I don't know what to say actually.
It doesn't
She
even
sent
say.
it to me.
Oh, I
Somebody
meant to send it
Photoshop
myself.
some shit with
Oops.
this
Oh.
logo on it. It's like-
It doesn't. It
No,
says
that's fine.
E-Tring.
I'll
It
keep
has like a. It has an extra like R in there. It's like cursive. But like the I, there's like the E-A.
Oh, it does say
T-
E-Tring.
It says E-Tring.
That's what makes it cute.
He's not actually eating dinner. He's doing something very nefarious.
Bro, he's
I told
fucking
you I was
E-Tring, dude.
It's
We
like, what the fuck is E-Tring?
we have to swat him now. No,
It's
actually
like,
don't.
Summoning like a demon, like I said.
It's a joke. Lord. Oh,
Yo, Domino, look at this rift that I made.
you're saying domino.
Can't help it, man.
No.
I love how you
Domino.
say it. You're always like Domino.
Domino.
Diamond.
Domino.
That's because when I first met him, I didn't know what to call him.
And he still does it to this
And then
day.
he's like, my name is Andy. I was like, Dom.
Andy? No.
He can say he calls you everything but Dynamo. He's like
Mhm.
Domino,
Exactly.
Dymino,
Domino.
Dug Dong, Dimmadong.
Oh, the domino. That's right. Not right. What?
That right. Check out this sick rift.
But you said. Let me
Uh,
see.
Wait, I want to see.
Wait.
Took a minute. This is for a commission. I was trying to figure it out. Let me know to click it.
Doom sues minimum wage artist for playing Doom on a stream. It makes headlines. I didn't see
Wait.
that one. That's awesome. Fucking indecisive in chat. He's like Doom's. Yeah,
That's that's really
awesome.
Oof. All right, here we go.
good. Okay.
And then I go to the whole skit where it
Damn.
starts doing Adam
Oh,
Blast.
Cool.
It took me a minute.
That's a riff.
I'm not proud of it at all.
Bro's just been riffing over here. Goddamn. Okay.
Say that one more.
I'm not proud of any of this.
No, it's That was crazy. What are you talking about?
I don't get no sleep.
You better be joking. You better be joking. You say psych. Say psych.
What am I doing?
He's not saying psych.
He's not saying psych. Oh my god.
He's not saying psych.
Bro, you can't do this. No. You have to love yourself. Treat yourself like a nerd.
Psyche.
Naya, hey.
Nice.
Hey. Hey, Naya.
Nice.
We are live on the internet.
Hello, world. Hello.
Yeah, we're live, Naya. Hi.
What? What's the world?
Everybody, this is
We're
Naya.
live in Times Square.
We're live in the fucking Times Square.
Yes, get it. Oh.
Cool. No, I'm still listening to the solos thing. Okay, cool. That hurt my ears. I'm gonna go back to Chloe's. It's awesome as fuck though. Okay. Chloe's drawing some weird blue thing. It's not even blue, so I don't know like why she's drawing it. Adam is still eating.
He's
And,
eating.
Torture.
Adam is doing just fine.
Oh. And he's being a bitch.
I'm going to render this now.
I'm back.
Hey,
Adam's back.
You're
Okay.
eating.
he's back from eating.
We made a shirt out of your
Back from eating.
Yeah.
design, man. We made a shirt out of it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, we also
Yeah,
make
we're just
sure
gonna have
not
an
to tell
E-Train
you
shirt and
before-
Get a
yeah.
Twitter bot to do it.
Mm-hmm. We already got we already got an AI on it. Don't worry. We already got it like settled.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I put it through the AI machine, and the AI machine gave me something that I really wanted. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
That was awesome. That's exactly how
That
they
was
sound.
kind of peak.
Dude,
Someone clip that.
That was a legit.
No,
can't flip that.
it's a little fucking like boy in the town square. He's had too much sugar. His mom's like nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, he has nowhere to
What are
be
you
seen.
talking about? Where are your parents?
He has a. He has like a
Sorry
Donald
for
Duck like
coughing so
outfit
much,
and everything.
chat. I'm a little
Ooh.
sick.
Well, don't put your name next to me on the stream. Come on.
What is
Cash it
E-Train?
on me. This
Adam,
guy-
Adam, you have a question. So what is E-Train? Could you tell us like in detail and like what it constitutes and what you have to do to E-Train and stuff? Like what can you tell us about that?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
define eating.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, you fucking twat.
He's getting his weapons. You made him mad.
What are you talking about? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well,
Most
you said
out of
you
context
said you
shit.
were going you were leaving for E-Train, right? So like, what does that constitute? You know, like what happened? What are the practices? You know, like what do you do? Like what?
Crashed again.
You're making shit up.
No, look.
That's what you said.
Oh yeah, it does say that.
You're making shit up, man. Oh wait.
It's so funny because it's like every time you say something to Adam and he's silent, it's like you know he's gonna say "shut the fuck up" right.
I'm just waiting. I'm literally like at this point, I'm just compounding to see how many things I can get in before he says "shut the fuck up."
Before he snaps.
Before he
It's
snaps.
crazy.
Like I can. Once I say that, I know you're just fucking with me.
I'm on
No.
I'm on a quest to see how fast I can get him to say it every time I join a call. It was pretty quick today, I have to say, before the stream.
It's right on
I don't
schedule.
remember what I said.
It's supposed to
I don't remember what I said today, but it was like it was like within a minute he went, "Shut the fuck up, Chloe."
Wait, whose stream am I watching right now?
Mad Moms!
Oh, it's Danimos.
Oh man, what are you doing
I'm
here?
watching Danimos.
My moms!
Damn, no.
You know who else all tapped during a source game? My mutt. I fucking love that one. That's a good one.
That's good.
Yes, joke.
I love that stupid show. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of regular show and Futurama lately.
Actually,
that's a good
I missed
combo.
watching Futurama.
Those shows
Actually,
are
I
pretty
wanna go back and watch
adjacent.
that one.
I think those shows are pretty
Yeah,
adjacent.
I've noticed they have like a very similar
It's the
like
Chill Pack
vibe to their
collection.
jokes and stuff.
Yeah, it's the comedic Chill Pack collection.
Yeah. I like watching them when I work. They have a very similar humor to Horizonauts, I think, so it puts me in the mood to work on Horizonauts.
Totally not ripping them off.
Horizonauts has
Horizonauts.
regular shit,
You gotta like do what some shows actually do and just put like little references, like a random alien blue jay somewhere with a raccoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be awesome, actually. Yeah, noted. I would love to fucking...
Like literally just flying in the background, like Easter egg type stuff.
The fucking Ren's just like tearing through the forest with a fucking like wood chipper and just like sucks him in like
or they like talk about it. And
She
just,
kills
like,
Rigby.
kills Rigby.
He just steps on them by accident.
Ah, Benson!
You'd
this
think she
winter has to
relayed.
be over.
You'd think she relate, but she's fucking evil.
I don't care. You better mow the lawn or you're fired!
You're fired!
Oh wait, what if it was like a
Send
random
help.
like
My
writing
parents want
skit
to
like
watch
that?
the Minecraft movie. Go watch the
Oh.
Minecraft movie.
Go. Who are you watching it
Go.
with?
Go.
Because if
Go
you're
watch.
watching it with just your parents, or
Well,
some sort of
they're
like
gonna
younger
hate
cousin,
themselves in you.
if you guys are going for the purpose, okay, if you're going for the purpose of like going with your younger cousin or whatever, right? And your parents are like making you go. Here's the thing, right? You go and you go with your parents, and at the last minute, you go to another theater. You already bought a ticket, so you should go to you should go to a movie, right? So like, if no one's watching, you tell your parents like, "Hey, I'm not gonna actually. I'm also not gonna actually give you life advice. Don't actually do this. I'm just saying that
Don't
like,
do it.
I will.
don't actually do it. But
Do it.
like, I'm just saying like, if you don't want to watch
Actually,
it,
yeah, do it.
if you don't want to watch it, like maybe just ask your parents if you like you can watch something else. But if it's like a group thing, if it's like a family thing, then you should watch it with your parents because it's like a family thing. It's not that bad. You can sit
Go
through
watch
it.
more
If
movies
you're
than one,
worried-
and then just whatever you do, don't be a butt and throw popcorn everywhere.
Don't
Just
yeah,
do that.
exactly that too. Because I'm also trying to consider like maybe there's like some like doofus in the theater just like throwing popcorn. But like,
Yeah, I'd rather you skip movies. Just don't do that.
if you're going with your little cousin or like your little brother or something, you know, like if you're going for them to see it, then fine. If you're going with your parent because your parents want to laugh at it, then maybe you go with your parents just to laugh at it. But if they just like are going, that's a weird. it's weird to just go watch a Minecraft movie. Like just I don't know. You try to convince them to watch
Yeah,
it.
'cause
If you're worried
like-
about children bombarding you with projectiles,
You'll be fine. I don't think.
bring armor, bring a shield. No. You need material to build a nuclear bunker. I have a
You
guide
get
where you
this
can build one in
I
10
have a
short
guide, and
steps.
you can
10
actually buy
short,
it
easy
now.
steps. Click on this link actually, and you can order a ready-made movie theater bunker.
Click on this link and then get a free bunker. Click on this, they click on the link and then it just shows them a complete false advertisement. It's like, I bet you were wondering what this link was for. Well, it's definitely not for a bunker.
You're probably wondering how I got here. Scamming people on the
Well, it all
internet.
started in
Actually-
Not a
sort
life I'm proud of.
1994. It's like, oh my god.
I think Lushu brings up a good point. Since you're watching the movie like a whole month after, like the hype is definitely down. So you're probably not gonna have any like doofuses.
True.
The
You
likelihood
should buy
of
tickets for the meme edition.
for the meat,
Lushu.
cover yourself in
The
tinfoil.
likelihood of you being the doofus has skyrocketed.
You're right.
Chat, vote now if you want to see more Horizonauts. it will be tossed in your phone.
Don't tell them that. What if they don't want to see it? What if they hate us?
What if they don't like us?
You can vote now if you just text yada 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 to your phone to a random number. Yeah.
.com. This sounds like Terraria.
You know what? I never did any of those little text number things like ever when they were.
No, I knew it was a scam when I was a fucking
never
child.
I did too.
Literally, like,
I never
okay,
did it.
maybe you do it like once if you're curious, but like I never knew anyone that got like one of those when I was a kid. Like everyone that I knew was like, dude, that's a scam. Like, what the fuck is that's some weird like fucking like homunculus on the screen. Like, it's not gonna give me any. Like, what am I gonna fucking like expect to get? Like for real.
I thought the homunculi were real.
They're cute as fuck. Like I get that. Like I was like, oh, like they're probably real or some shit, but it's also like weird as fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, I do know.
Andy,
It's
what's
weird.
with you and homunculuses? You got something to say?
He loves them.
That's a hate crime.
Looks
on
into the
homunculus.
looks into the distance. I don't want to talk about it.
You hear a war screaming in the background while he's having like the war face on.
Yeah, literally.
He's like, not again.
A single
Not
tear
not this
drips down his
time.
cheek.
I also really like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and also I think it's a funny word.
But Full Metal
Homunculus.
Alchemist. Oh, homunculus. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a funny word?
No,
Oh, well,
monkey is a funny word.
yes, but also
That too. Yeah, that too.
if the main cast had access to human food, what would their favorite food be? Literally everyone's steak.
Yeah.
Really?
I think think so.
steak.
Well, okay.
Steak.
If they had regular access to human food, then I would say maybe. I think Ren would really be into like beef jerky. Like I think she would be really into like efficient foods and shit. So she would be into like beef jerky. She'd be into like, how do I say? I feel like
gotta
she would
get that
down some
beef
protein
jerky,
bars.
guys.
Like I feel like her room would be like actually just like full of like discarded like protein bar wrappers and like fucking like beef jerky like
Oh my
packets.
God, that's my room.
Just yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Like I need to stay up tonight. I'm downing this like thing of beef jerky and staying up, and that's how I'm gonna stay awake. Am I right?
Like, where are you at? Where are you at?
Not
He's in the
wrong.
goddamn walls.
He's in the goddamn walls. No, I know. Dude, I've been there. I literally have, dude. I have like the emergency fucking like breakfast like provisions in my fucking like pantry because I give so little. I don't give a shit about breakfast, but I just like. There's so many times where I'm just like, I just
Oh,
want.
I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah, I just want to stuff some shit in my mouth. Like, I just want to eat like nothing and just like not be. I just want to not be hungry. That's literally it. Like, I just want to not be hungry right now. Like sometimes I'll like,
Breakfast is hard
It's very hard.
because it's like you wake up and you kind of just don't want food because you just woke up and your mouth is disgusting and everything's gross. I mean, brush your teeth, I guess, but they tell you to brush your teeth after breakfast.
Nah. That's
Nah.
you gotta psychologically prep yourself. Listen, first the mouthwash, you get the worst of it out, then you eat, then you brush your teeth. There's a process to this, right? It's less about the actual hygiene as much as like psychologically telling yourself, like, yeah, I'm worth it in the morning.
I like how you came up with this
You
and you
guys-
just like went to school for it. But trust me, guys.
They just gave us a whole speech.
It's like what you want to really do is this.
Really?
Oh,
How
shit,
much do you
Naya,
want
what's up?
it?
Yo! Hey,
Wait,
Arnold.
somebody say. Oh, my stream is down.
That's good.
We have more people.
Oh.
Arnold.
Second can of Loco tonight, so
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi,
I'm not laughing at
Rando.
that.
Hi, hi, Rando. Hi.
Mantis Ghost
Got rid
says.
of
My friends in chat.
Oh, hello, Rando.
Hello. Hey,
Hello,
Wendy.
hello,
Yeah.
hello.
That's my friend.
Like literally for breakfast, me like I like cereal. I like quick like Eggo waffles. I like a quick
Oh no, dude, you're doing it all wrong.
No.
Listen, they got out.
He's like,
They
he's like,
got
oh my
you.
god.
Bro is
wrong order."
offended.
Listen.
Yeah.
They're telling you night and day. Oh, breakfast. Yeah, cereal. You want that weak stuff. No, dude, you want protein.
I know.
You want something that will actually fuel you. And then later in the afternoon,
That's
then you're
true.
like, oh, I feel full, but yeah, I could go for lunch. And then you get the light stuff. Then you get like a cereal or like a granola bar, because lunch is when you get like the big. If you have a light breakfast, then you'll want like a heavier lunch.
That's true.
And
You're right.
a heavier lunch is gonna be more
Facts.
expensive because you're making like sandwiches and shit. Like, no, get a
Fuck.
fucking like little granola
She's so
bar.
right.
And then at night, dude,
You're right,
you
you're
make
so
God.
right.
some veg, some rice, some chicken.
You're
set
so right,
for
actually.
life.
Okay, actually, to be fair, okay, I did make
Chat,
myself.
Make sure you donate some food on the comments, please.
I made
sure you
myself
donate some food.
some fucking donate some food, please. No, I made myself
hungry.
these like protein like Rice Krispie treats, and those actually been like really good. Like
Ooh.
I have to like work on the ratio of it, but it's literally just like mixing protein powder into like Rice Krispie treats and just like measuring out like the portions, and it's like, you know, it's not like a complete breakfast, but it definitely helps me like
It's part of a complete breakfast.
it's part of a complete breakfast. Exactly, it definitely helps me like get like my nutrients in like for the morning for sure. But like I definitely get that. Like I've been definitely trying to get like more nutrients in at least by breakfast, like at least like some protein to wake me up, because protein does like just wake you the fuck up and like just get you energized. Like
Yeah, I remember there was like a dark time in my life when I was surrounded by people that were like, yeah, Snickers bar, that's breakfast. We're in the office, we're
Ugh.
good to go. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
You know.
Like,
Can you imagine like aliens talking like this? Like
Ooh.
just like, I have to have my human every now and then. They have the best kind of protein, like every now and
We are aliens, so I guess technically
then.
we're aliens to the
Also-
aliens out there.
I want to say
I need to have some glorp in the morning. You know, that's the best type of glorp.
little
You know,
shitto in the afternoon.
you're right.
Or-
I was gonna
My wife's
say
spinning up, and trust me.
excuse me, Lushu
Bless you.
said, I make
Nice.
stickers, and since your stream sprite has white outline, want to have your sprite turned to... Dude, if you want to fucking... If you want to do that, like, shit, that'd be awesome as fuck. I'll send you a P.O. box to send it to. It'd be awesome as fuck. Like, damn, okay. Excuse me. Oh my
You
goodness.
guys are so cool. All you guys in chat, you guys are so cool.
You guys are awesome. No, my chat is awesome.
All you guys in call, half of you
Yeah,
guys are cool,
really
but
nice.
everyone in
Yeah,
chat is
that-
cool.
Yeah, 90% of chat is awesome.
One of the main reasons...
90%.
Yeah.
No, I love... I
Yeah,
like...
10%
He's talking about
chat
me. I'm
is
the
orbital.
last option person on the chat.
Literally, my
That
chat...
One guy in the chat. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Staring at your block and coming for you. Stay tuned.
Whoa.
Hey,
We're
guys, I
sending
gotta
you some
go.
stuff in the mail.
I'm not
Andy.
safe here.
I meant to ask. I don't know if you wanted to like keep talking about it, but like we were talking about red versus blue.
Oh my
I don't know if you wanted to like. get on
goodness.
that.
Oh,
Thank you
someone needed to
so
go on
much.
a tangent.
Thank you so much for like rolling back to that, because you're right, we just tangented the fuck off. But so I do want to say, just to preface this next fucking like spiel I'm about to do, I used to watch Red versus Blue religiously since I was in fucking middle school. It was the coolest shit in the world. I think it still is one of the coolest things in the world. Oh wait, listen, Donkey Kong. Anyway, fucking I don't know, fucking, it was just kind of this thing of like, oh my goodness, it's like, it was before people started doing video game humor like as like a thing, you know, and a lot of times, a lot of the jokes that they would do in Red versus Blue was literally just like, oh, the fucking like models are ragdolling, and that's really funny, you know, like, I don't know, like they used the fact that they were just like recording themselves like playing on Halo to their advantage, especially for a lot of the comedy. There's so many fucking like awesome wide shots in like the first couple seasons of like the characters just like walking like candidly across the canyon, and there's fucking explosions behind them. It's awesome, and I love Red
There's
vs. Blue so much.
legitimately so much like good framing in that show.
Yes.
And it doesn't
Yeah.
deserve the good because it's literally
It's
just
all
like
framing.
repurposing
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like I heard someone once describe that like machinima is not animation. What machinima is taking the techniques of like live documentary
Yes.
making and like applying that into like like a video game world.
Yes.
And because of that you get like a lot of the same sort of like stuff happening where it's like this thing is actually happening right now, but like for some reason it's like framed like impeccably. And there's so many moments in that even though it's like scripted, it's like, dude, it's cinema. It's good.
It's literally just exactly like the fact that it's in Halo and like the jankiness of it all kind of helps the comedy a lot. I feel like that definitely adds a lot to it, and especially like nowadays where like you kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people nowadays are definitely more of like an absurdist humor kind of mindset of like, oh, I like it because it's silly. It's literally that is because like they're just being silly fucking characters and they're pointing out like some dumb things in the world. And like, I don't know, like for a kid when you're 6 years old and like you like Halo and you're just fucking dumb, or I wasn't 6, I was like 12 or something, but like yeah, like
Well,
you know,
that's like 6 with double.
like 6, like like 21, like yeah. No, but it's cool. I like I thought it was really again, like the cinematography is awesome, and then eventually like as the story progressed, I did follow the story religiously also. But as the story progressed and they went through the games, they kept like switching through the games as they like progressed through the story also. They would start to animate like some stuff and like SFM, and I was like, I was like, I had to like double take. I was like, wait, the models are moving like as a cartoon. Like what the fuck? Like that blew my mind. Honestly.
There's like I've only seen like a little clip of it. It was the dude that did Ruby. He animated for them, and he did this like clip of them all fighting like an ice place or something.
Yes.
I watched like a Twitter clip of it, and I was like,
dude, that's one of the
man,
coolest
like,
fucking fight scenes in the show. Yes. Oh my
like,
god.
I was just getting into Halo at the time, and like I saw that, and I was like, this is like actually as good as the stuff that is in Halo. What the fuck? This is like a fan project. And my friend who's been insisting, and he's like taking me across the journey of like watching, like playing the games, and then watching Red versus Blue. He's like, okay, wait. Is it peak yet?
Is it Matt? Or like, wait, does Matt play Halo?
Yeah, check.
Is Matt?
Yeah, checkers.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
Okay, I need to talk to Matt about Halo because I fucking love.
He got me into Halo like big time, and
That's
yeah,
really
like,
cool.
well, we were talking about how it sucks that like Bungie kind of like I got into Halo and I was like, let's see what people are saying about Halo on the internet, and it's like Halo has been dead for 10 years and this is why.
Oh
like,
yeah, sorry buddy. Yeah, you kind of came at the end. That's what you're talking about. Oh.
Yeah.
I see. That's where, okay, because you were literally fucking Arnold like earlier was talking about like coming to a franchise like, or coming to a fandom like when it's dead, like at the end, and just like exploring the ruins of it. That makes more sense to me because yes, Halo's definitely dead.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Destiny, kind of it kind of.
You can still play Halo, which I appreciate.
You can still
They
play
made
it,
the
yeah.
effort of like preserving it. Yeah, so
It's just kind of like I think the people that enjoyed Halo have taken what they will from Halo and have moved on. That's where I think Halo's at right now.
we
They died because they drank too many energy drinks.
Yeah, right.
So there's two things.
It's not a bad
there's two
thing.
things
We lost them.
Yeah, right.
There's two things I want to plug right now. There's because I'm always of like, hey, I want to watch people who are actually like taking the things they like and continuing it forward, and not just being like, oh, it sucks, it's sad. It's like, no, make like new stuff.
Yeah.
So there's this guy who's been sort of like making his own like sort of like universe and artwork called Repha, REPHA, and you can find him on Twitter. And he has like this amazing art that is like influenced a lot by Halo, but like a lot of like more esoteric stuff. And I think he's like currently working on a game, but it's like this thing where like a lot of people who like Halo coalesce into that. And I've seen a lot of like fantastic art from that guy, like the people who are like involved in this community, like people who have made like 3D like fan animations of it and stuff. But there is this one thing that I watched with my friend the other night called Inertia Gear, which is like an animated pilot, and it's a little rough. You know, it's like a 3D thing that kind of looks like the MTV like Spider-Man thing, where it's like it's cell shaded in a very like limited sort of way. It doesn't look super real. It doesn't look like the like it doesn't look like it's all there, but the parts that are like locked in and you see like those are the parts that have like the extra love in. I watched it and I was like, yes, I see the vision.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like that they're not just like, oh, Halo's dead, boo hoo hoo. They're like, Halo's dead, let's make something from the ashes. And you know, like whether they make more or not, like I'm glad that they did it. Like you see this and it's like a whole ass pilot that they animated.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool. And
I don't think that's such a like I think that's really cool. I don't think that's such a bad thing, like a franchise like ending and people, because like I don't know, like after a franchise ends, like people get to reflect on it and then they start making their own thing. Like I love that. I think that's really cool. Like fucking like Star Wars was fucking inspired by fucking like Dune and Flash Gordon. I guess Dune's back, but Flash Gordon's fucking dead. But like like it's just like kind of sit like that where it's just like I just like things taking the next step and just being like, okay, well now we can put this to rest. Like like we don't have to like stay here forever. But also,
yeah, it's
take it with us.
It's like an organic growth of something.
Yeah.
Well, change has to happen.
Yeah. But it's cool seeing that like you've made a change in someone else's like artistic perspective. That's awesome.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, stuff is meant to inspire.
Yeah.
And it's like coming from someone who
That's
didn't like,
inspiration,
grow
dude.
up with Halo, wasn't like super into it. I was always like a Half-Life guy. I was like, yeah, it's
I see.
I
was a
love
Halo
that
boy.
shit. So like, but I can appreciate it now. And Half-Life is another one because it's like, dude, I've been playing this game called Aneurysm 4. And you know what that is? It's someone took Gmod Dark RP servers. They took like this super inside thing that like no one else is really into, which is like these servers where you just roleplay as like people in like a dystopian society or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a roommate that was like super into it, and I thought, dude, this is the lamest thing ever. You're like screaming at 4 a.m. in the morning, and you're like screaming at these dudes like you're fucking Dark RP.
Green means go. Come on.
And I was always like, yeah, I don't get it. And then I started playing this game, and it's basically they took that rule set and put it into like a real game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying this in hyperbole. I'm not saying this because I'm 2 cans of Four Loko in. I'm saying this with my chest here, dude. This is the best gaming experience I've ever had in my life.
Hell yeah.
Dude, okay, like. There is stuff in this game that is just basically people are just forced into like this weird social contract of like, okay, you guys work, you guys are cops, you guys are like criminals who go around and try to break down the city, you guys are like janitors that try to fix stuff, and because of that, there's like this weird like emergent like gameplay thing of like people creating stories in those servers. Like what happened was I went into like a server where like the gang guys were like winning. And they were walking around with this giant mutant freak who was like vomiting on people, and they were like, "You're chosen. You're gonna die." And then they would like, you know, they were terrorizing the whole city, and they would like do that, drag their bodies down into the sewers, and like sacrifice them, and then it would turn into like the nightmare event. And the nightmare event is not good, so people were like, "Oh no, what do we do?" And they went into the laundromat, which is the only place that you can go to like be safe, and they would fold laundry to get good karma, because you have to get good like Reddit karma to fucking respawn. That's the only way to like respawn as the cops so you can fight the gang members.
I see.
So they were like, oh, okay, we're just gonna like hole up here, we're gonna like have our little like laundry gang. And then some dude was just like, my brothers, we are here in the church of the laundromat, we are protected here, you know, like he was doing a bit. It was fun. But then another guy was like, nah, we are the dryers, dude. We are the dryers. We're breaking out for this. There were the washers and the dryers, right? I was a washer, and and we started like holy jihad, dude.
This
We
is
started
the
like
most
fighting
That's
each
fucking
other.
great. Oh my
interesting
god.
concept.
We started like fighting each other for rights on who
Lord.
gets to wash the laundry, and eventually, guess what? The washers won. We became cops, and we started fighting the scum as cops, and and then and then this fucking like intense like techno music starts playing while we're like
This is how the
killing
real
them,
world
And
works
it's-
right here.
and we started like killing them all, and someone actually kills like the big monster, and like the world goes back to normal, and it's like, oh my god, this is the best gaming experience.
That's
I've
awesome,
ever had.
actually.
And the
It
thing
does
is, like,
sound
this,
fun. I'm not gonna lie.
and here's the thing, the game like objectively as like a thing that you are doing moment to moment, it kind of sucks. But like it sucks with like a purpose. It sucks. with, like, a
But it
reason.
sucks, but like, it's kind of cool though.
Like we're suffering for a reason, bro.
Suffering
It
together.
was cool, and it's like,
Emphasized.
and all that is just like a little social game. And I don't. I think that I think stuff. I completely forget how I got on this. Oh yeah, Half-Life. This is like a total like downtread from like, because when they made Half-Life 2, they wanted to make like this dystopian simulator. But they had to cut that. They had to cut a lot of stuff, and a lot of people were like super into the beta stuff, and they started doing like this, Gmod Dark RP thing where they were like, oh, okay, we're gonna like pretend this game actually exists, and it's like, dude, like, it's insane how much stuff that is like left on the cutting room floor, or stuff that is like not in like the final release of some kind of like art product, can transmit over time with people and become almost like this like little like subculture of people who are like keeping something like alive and like growing it, and it's like really really cool. And I feel like I feel like a lot of people just like kind of take it for granted, like, oh, this thing is like dead. It's like you can make stuff. You can just make stuff and share it with people, and other people might be like, yeah, that's cool, and then you can end up with something as cool as what I just described, because it was just like years of like playing telephone with like cool ideas. Like, that's really cool, you know? Like I apologize, I'm like talking a lot about this, but yeah, I just think it's very cool.
No, you're good. No, I was sitting here, podcasts like locking in.
I guess if anyone is listening to this, yeah, just that game is like 10. That
He's
game is
hyping it up
$10
to the point I have to actually
it's very
play
good.
it.
It legitimately has gotten so much entertainment off of me, and it's actually like a problem now because I'm like playing more of it instead of like working when I'm supposed to. But yeah, it's a good game. Aneurysm 4, very good.
Best name ever for that, a crazy ass concept. That's fun.
Yeah. Anyway, back to you, Andy.
Fucking. Sorry, I was fucking animating. But. Fucking. What were we talking about? I'm sorry.
We're talking about Red versus Blue.
Red versus Blue. Fucking. You know.
Church is such an asshole. Dude.
Church is such an asshole. Like, I fucking.
Like, what is his fucking problem? Like,
I don't know.
Can
He's
can
well.
he just chill for like 5 seconds?
You'll see what his
doesn't
deal
have to be that much
is.
of an asshole.
You'll see what his deal is. I think like, the fucking. Oh my god, I'm starting to remember like all the character arcs. It really does feel like a fucking. All the okay.
Webcomics, dude.
I feel like all the character arcs feel as messy as like a Steven Universe or like a Star versus the Forces of Evil kind of like plot. Like it gets to that kind of convoluted, but I
Like,
kind of
how-
like it. I don't know. Like I don't see that
How,
anymore.
Like, serious do they take it? Because like
It's really
Matt's
it,
been, like,
dude,
hyping it
it's
up.
really serious.
he's like, dude, they start like fucking like taking this shit like deadly serious, and I'm like, man, these are like guys who are talking over Xbox. Like, how serious can they actually take this?
They kind of okay. In my humble opinion, there are a couple points where they kind of like lose the plot a little bit. I like that. Basically, the characters are just like playing a hand in like a larger plot, and it's it is very entertaining to see the characters just be like total doofuses and people confusing them for like actual competent like guards and shit. That like just ramps up like to the nth degree, and that's like the best part of it all, honestly.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like...
they I remember in the end of season 2 they introduced this thing where it's like, oh, red versus blue. They're like playing each other. Like Central Command is like playing them against each other.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
is this gonna turn into like a Team Fortress 2 thing where it's like this like secret war behind the war sort of thing? Because I mean they milked that dry with Team Fortress 2. They like had those comics going for like years and years, and they only like put out the last comic of that like I think it was this year or last year or something. But yeah, I was like I was thinking like, man, this is gonna be like interesting like ground to tread considering.
It's they tread some ground. I will say. But overall it is like, I do like all the twists and turns that they take. It is very interesting, especially for like a web series. Sometimes it gets a little kind of like off the mark, I guess some would say. As a kid, I was watching this all and I was like, this is the greatest fucking piece of fiction I've ever seen. You know, like it's that kind of shit. It's the kind of shit where you're watching fucking. It's literally like fucking like. Has anyone seen Super Mario Brothers Z? Right, like
Heard
shit.
that kind of
I
shit.
haven't think about
Somebody
that in a long time.
Gave me a long
Okay.
commission
all I heard is
thing.
that guy came back and people like lost their shit. They were like, "Yo, no way!"
Yeah,
he's
I
back.
can't believe he's back. I'm so happy. But like, literally, it's stuff like that where it's like, oh my god, this is so hype. This is so cool. It's like some like, I don't know, like especially the fight scenes. That was they were just working on Red versus Blue like over the course of Rooster Teeth expanding, and they up the budget for like each of the seasons. So they add more animated sequences, and they're just like there's the point where they're adding fucking like fight scenes and shit. I'm gonna send you a song. I don't know if we can play it on the stream, but I'm gonna send you guys a song, and like you guys can just hear it.
If it's like a red versus blue thing,
It's
like,
a red
who's
versus
gonna-
blue thing.
Who's gonna sue? I mean, they just got back, bro. They're not gonna send their lawyers over to be like, "Yo, take this down."
Immediately puts it up. Hey,
am
we're gonna
back.
sue. It's like, oh my god.
Just red versus blue.
Just immediately does it.
Okay.
That whole
Red
squad just like
versus
just
blue.
shooting down the horizon.
Fuck it. I mean, whatever. Actually, I don't give a shit. Like my fucking streams don't make enough to monetize. I get like fucking cents for monetizing. Whatever. We can play those.
Okay,
This song
pretty
is just
good.
like one of the coolest songs. This is one of my favorite songs like ever. Like I know I beat this up a lot, but it's just like it's cool. They had a lot of really cool material. I'm a big Rooster Teeth fan.
That
I'm
track
so glad
reminded me
they're
of
alive.
I'm a big fan.
they made this multiplayer sequel to Mad World, which was this Platinum Games game that they made for the Wii. It was in black and white, and you played as this dude with like a chainsaw. But they made this multiplayer game, and the soundtrack for it was a lot of like, it sounded like that. I linked something that sounds very similar to what I heard.
See.
Have y'all seen the new drop of Love, Death, Robots? Like the new shorts?
Oh no, I
There's some
haven't,
more?
but I did see that people were like talking about it.
So like 80% of them were kind of ass, but there was like a really good few 3 to 4 of them. That's kind of been the norm for the past few seasons of Love, Death, Robots. Just like 80% of them are ass, and like 20% of them are good. And I watched a few last night. I think my favorite one. They had one where there was Mr. Beast in it. Mr. Beast was in one. I heard his
Hold
voice.
up.
What the hell?
Hold up. What do you mean? What do you mean, Mr. Beast is in Love, Death, or what are you
Mr.
talking about?
Mr.
Don't worry
Beast was
about
in one of the shorts. The only thing I remember about that short is that there was 2 lesbian women who were naked and they really liked each other. And Mr. Beast was there. I don't know why. I think he was like the announcer because they were doing some sort of war or fight or something.
Oh my
And
god.
it was like it was supposed to be a character, original character, but it just looked like Mr. Beast.
Did it? Was
And
it
was
like?
him voicing it.
Was it? Was he voicing it?
Yeah, he was voicing it, and his voice
Okay.
acting was fucking
it
awful.
might be
Dude,
Mr. Beast.
oh my god. I think the whole thing is like ruined for me now. I don't think I can watch it
He was
anymore.
he was like, we're about to announce the new, we're about to announce the new,
Oh
new
my-
battle of the fucking Triceratops or whatever it was. It sounded like exactly like how he was talking in the
Battle
video.
of the girl. Did you say it was like
Battle
lesbians?
of the
Yeah, it was like two
Triceratops.
lesbians, they were naked and stuff.
Battle of the Triceratops lesbians. Brought
Yeah, they
to
were
you by
fighting on Banter for it. It was so
Mr. Beast.
weird.
I put 1,000
That's-
people in a box that keeps getting smaller.
Every time it cut to like Mr. Beast, like, every single time it cuts it back to Mr. Beast, I thought I was being snapped back to reality. I was like in hell. Every single time you appear on
Back
screen.
to reality.
Oh, there.
It was so
Gravity.
weird.
Watch your
Because it was like him, but it wasn't him. It was like Uncanny Valley Mr. Beast.
It was like all
Uncanny Valley.
Dude, so it is
Mr.
him.
Beast. It's AI Mr. Beast.
No, it's just him in real life.
Yeah, no, it was really funny because it just looked like him. Like it was literally him. It wasn't
Dude.
even like a character that he was just voicing that was inspired by him. It
I
was
would-
him.
I would argue that regular Mr. Beast is Uncanny Valley Mr. Beast. I don't know. Like every time I look at him, I'm just like, what's going on behind like those eyes? There's like shark eyes.
Nothing. Nothing is going by that.
the man behind
Just
the
empty
slaughter.
The man behind the beast.
The man behind the beast.
I literally have a photo of what he looks like. Oh my god, it's so weird.
He looks fine. Like he's.
I'm just
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't.
Workout.
I don't want to dog on him too much. He looks fine. He's a very average looking individual. It's just like I don't know. Like he
And
every
he's
time I look at
simping
him.
for Mr. Beast.
Every time I look at him,
see
he's the
how it
same
is.
smile, right? Oh my god, no
They
way.
made him look so weird.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
oh, that's actually great. Oh my god, that actually is that's just him. They modeled it
that is
after
just
him.
him.
What the hell?
that is Mr. Beast. What the hell?
Mr. Beast.
Little beast.
It was so weird. Oh my god. Because I was like half enjoying the short, and then he started talking, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Is that Mr. Beast? That was like my thought process. And I thought he was gonna like die horrifically, but no, he was just fine in the end. I was like, damn it, I can't enjoy this anymore.
I mean, how much do you think? Okay, obviously there was that whole drama with the Mr. Beast thing with like where he was doing that game show, and then that person who was working with. But I mean, how much do you think it's just like overexposure? People that like just got sick of seeing him, and that was really it. You know, like I feel like people got behind those other things mostly because they were like, I'm sick of seeing this dude on YouTube.com.
Low key, like I used to be into his videos when I was like younger, but then like every video just turned into him going, "Hey guys, I just bought the Eiffel Tower, and we're gonna sleep 24 hours in it."
Literally
I-
buys the world.
Do it anymore. My friend put on a current day Mr. Beast video, and there was just no soul. He looked like he wanted to die. It looked like there was nothing behind his eyes.
They were empty. They were empty. There was nothing there.
The eyes.
It
That
just,
kind of soured a lot of Love, Death, Robots season 4 for me, but I will say there are some shorts that I did like. There was one directed by the GOAT, Robert Valley, called 400 Boys. It looked awesome.
Oh, they made another Robert Valley short.
that's cool.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it looked so fucking good. It was so cool. It was like about these characters fighting like giant baby demons. It was funny
Cool.
as fuck, but it was also really
You
cool
know,
looking.
I actually have to check. Did they make one for season 2? Like that Robert Valley short?
I think there's a Robert
They had
Valley
the-
short
the
in like
blue
every
one.
season.
They had a Zuma Blue one for the season 1. I think season 2 had I didn't see it, but I think it was like some skater guys or something.
Yeah, it was called. I think it was called Ice.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was crazy, actually. Okay, so another.
So they've
Yeah.
had 3 seasons of
Dang.
the show so far, right? Or
Funny,
did I
yeah,
miss
because the first season of Love, Death, Robots was all about the nudity. Like there was so much nudity in that season. They got a female supervising director for the show, and that nudity instantly disappeared. Like the gratuitous nudity was just gone. It was kind of funny.
It's called
But
Love,
it's
Death,
still
and
there.
Robots. There's
Like-
supposed to be titties on the screen.
No, like, it was still there. Don't get me wrong. I still see titties, but but
But it's more
not as,
tasteful.
like,
Less
gratuitous
so.
or in your face as it was in like the first season. So like it's just something funny that I noticed that was hilarious. And I also feel like she's not good at curating shorts because most of the shorts in season 4 were based off of like short stories. There was this really bizarre live action one that had like Reese Darby in it, and it had like this like squid alien who he was like a priest and he had to go and like converse with the squid alien to convince them not to like destroy our planet. And then the squid alien like goes to like the ocean to speak with their god, and the god just turns out to be a dolphin. And then the dolphins like
Is
kill
this,
all of them, and then the aliens start killing everyone.
Damn.
Is this still Love, Death, and Robots? Because I vaguely remembered there was like some story about a guy who's like, you know, basically getting lured in by like a beautiful woman, and then the twist at the end, and she's like a spider alien or something.
So that one is Beyond the Aquila Rift. I think that's what the one you're talking about. That was in like season 1.
That was
The
cool.
one
Yeah, it
I'm
was
talking
season
about
1.
is
Yeah, I know what you're
season
talking
1.
about.
Yeah.
It's season 1.
Oh, okay. There
Yeah.
was one that a friend recommended me that I thought was very good. It was a bunch of guys on a ship, and they were like slowly just like sacrificing them to like this thing on the lower deck. So it was like a crab thing. I thought
Yeah,
that one was really
I
cool.
forgot what it's called. It's called Good Hunting or something. It's the David Fincher one. That one's directed by David Fincher.
Wait, are you serious? That was directed by
Yeah,
David
that is
Fincher?
David Fincher's first animated thing ever.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Cool.
It's so good. It's like what you would
Write this
imagine
down, write
a
this down.
David Fincher animated thing would be.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. No wonder. I really like David Fincher. I've
yeah.
seen his other stuff. I think the only thing I don't really like is the Alien movie he did. I think that's David Fincher, right? He did Alien 3.
Yeah, the thing is like, I was a huge fan of Love, Death, Robots when it first came out. And I was like all the way back in like I think it came out when I was in high school. So the first season came out when I was in high school. And obviously I was like, I can't watch this around the parents because I'm not like 18 years old yet. But I want to watch it anyway. I remember really liking a lot of the shorts in the first batch. I think the first season was the longest one. Because all the other ones have like 10 episodes or like 8 episodes. But like this one had like 18 shorts. And I think I remember really liking the Sonny's Edge short. Where it's like this girl who has like this robot that she commands. And she like has it like fight and stuff, and then turns out she's actually a robot, but she's like actually the monster.
I love that one. That one's cool. I love. Yeah, the fucking that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you guys
love
watch Did you guys watch the Amazon Secret Level show that came out? That was sort of like their response to like Love, Death, and Robots, where it was just like a bunch of like video game stuff.
I didn't see all the way through. Didn't see all the way through. I want to though.
Dude, listen, I went into that expecting I'm gonna hate this because it's Amazon, it's a big company, they're taking a bunch of like video games that I actually like. They're probably gonna fuck this up. And then I went into it and I was like, oh my god, they actually made this better than they had an Unreal Tournament one that took like a nothing character who was just like a robot, and they actually turned it into like a real story, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like completely invested in this. This is really good. This is really, really good. And then they took the Warhammer one, the Space Marine one, and okay, so I didn't know they got the guy who directed the original opening cinematic, The Dawn of War, which was like the first big like Warhammer game that came out for PC, and that had an amazing cinematic. But then they got that guy to direct the new one, along with the dude that's been making like the Astartes stuff, and like that's my favorite piece of like anything Warhammer that's come out like ever. Like it's like it's perfect. Like I can't find anything bad. The Pac-Man one that people were kind of clowning on because they were like, oh, this isn't like Pac-Man. I was like, dude, this is like the most interesting thing that Pac-Man has ever done ever. This is really cool. This is awesome. This is really, really sick.
Dude, that's what I heard. I want to watch the Pac-Man one so bad, actually.
The Pac-Man one is really interesting, and it's funny that you say that it's like Amazon's answer to Love, Death, Robots because it's the same people. It's Tim Miller.
Really?
Like,
Oh my
Yeah, it's the same people. It's
They
Blur.
just hired us
it's
to do it
Tim
again.
Miller, It's the same people.
They just hired us. You just make Love, Death, and Robots first, please. Like, just do it. Just I don't care what you do. Just do it.
Blur Studio.
I'll
They
give you
do
$1 million.
game cinematics, and Tim's basically been like directing these cinematics for years.
Awesome.
So when he was able to reveal Secret Level on stage during like I think it was Gamescom, bro was crying on stage. He was like, I can't believe I get to do this. I get to basically do what I was already doing, but make it a show.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. That's really nice.
Most of them were basically glorified video game cinematics.
Cool. No, fucking
yeah, like,
cool.
Any of those could have just been like. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. There's so many like shows, like real shows,
Yes.
or like shorts or whatever, where it's like they're like, we're gonna make these characters talk a lot, and then this show comes around and the characters are dead to fucking silent for 90% of it, and it's like it's that Samurai Jack thing of like, oh, he's not saying anything. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I love it.
The Sifu one looked exactly like the game, and it looked incredible.
What was the one with the guy in like the city that we was playing like not chess but like mahjong with the AI? That was based off a game too, but I just forget which one it was.
Mahjong.
I feel like I know which one you're talking about, but I don't remember.
It was like they were Asian guys. They were in like
Oh
Asian
yeah, I know what you're
city.
talking about. I just don't know the name, but it was cool. Yeah.
No, that one was very, very good. A little confusing just because I was like, well, if the AI can see the future, then was he just like cool with him winning or whatever? It was a bit odd. The Concord one was just really funny, knowing that those characters were meant for like DLC. That never happened because
That's fun. I need to see that, dude.
The Concord one is like actually so tragic because it was actually really fun. But then, like, the show is canceled, so or the game is canceled.
Oops.
So... Yeah. No. All those characters were meant for like DLC that never happened. So it's like, okay, you didn't get to see the actual Concord character. If you like Concord, you didn't get to see the actual Concord characters you liked. If you liked it on its own thing, you're never gonna see those characters again. It was just like
that's
the
crazy.
Perfect storm of like, this is fucked. This is cursed, and
fucking cursed media.
They did.
There's kind of a value to that.
They did a short at the end of the season, which was literally just 20 minutes of Sony jerking themselves off.
Oh, cool.
Oh wait, no, that was the Helldiver one. Oh man, I hated that one. That was
because it was literally a random ass character like going through the city, and then all of a sudden Kratos appears. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see the Helldivers appear. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like,
and Kratos is like, the Helldivers, of course.
No, like they could have done the Starship Troopers fucking thing with Helldivers. That would have been so. That sucks.
Starship Troopers
I was
mentioned.
So confused as to why the Helldivers were there, and they were like, "Man, you need to come with us."
I also love Starship Troopers.
Oh, did you see that? They actually made like a new Starship Troopers game that's supposed to be pretty good, and they got the main guy who played Johnny Rico to like stream the game.
Really?
That's awesome as
oh my
fuck,
God,
actually.
That's
okay.
awesome.
I haven't played it, but I just think that's really cool. It's like Johnny Rico is playing Starship Troopers on Twitch.
Fuck Sony in particular, because so like when I was pitching stuff to them, I asked them if I could pitch them a Starship Trooper show. And they said, no, sorry, it's not available. I was like, okay, can I pitch a Helldivers show? They're like, no, sorry, it's not available. They wouldn't tell me why. Now I know why, and I'm pissed off.
It's not available. Sorry.
Did you ever watch the Starship Troopers Roughnecks cartoon?
No.
I've never watched that.
They made a cartoon that was close to the books, and it had like the skinnies, which were like these like gray aliens that never show up in the movies. And it's a little rough looking, just like because it's like early CGI. But I've been meaning to like watch it. Like early, it's like it's good. It's just like it's like that thing where like Reboot is good, but like you can't ever show that show to anyone because
Beast Wars.
Like yeah,
Beast
Wars.
Yeah, and I get that.
You want to show people your fave, but it looks like ass, so you gotta.
So you gotta justify.
I'm curious, because like in meetings like that where they're like, hey, we don't want anything original, we just want pre-made stuff. Like, can't you just like ask for like, hey, what's the list? What's the list of stuff that you own that you're like good with?
I asked them for exactly that, and they were like, we kind of really don't usually do that. We just have people ask us for stuff, and we check if it's available. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Why? Why?
Okay,
Like,
so-
why
don't
make it so
know.
much harder? It's like they don't want new shows. What
They
the actual?
frustrated me into pitching an original
Oh man.
Oh.
because it was months of back and forth with me asking, "Hey, is this available?" And they were like, "No," and I was like, "Okay, is this
No.
available?" And they're like, "No, try picking something that's like popular but not too popular, but popular enough that it gets greenlit, but not so popular that it's not hard to license."
Try
I was
picking
like,
something
"What are you
else.
talking about?"
It feels like they basically just want to have like their cake and eat it too. Of like, oh, this is like a totally organic thing that people actually want to watch, but we're still gonna be like an asshole company, corporate, and get in the way of just making something that
Everything.
people actually
Is
wanna
too
watch.
much
I
like
know
red
why,
tape
like-
on it. Yeah, I think that's
I
like.
know why like some things are unavailable because they have like either stuff cooking already that they haven't announced, or maybe a director buys up the rights already so you can't use it. But there are some things that I was asking them about that I'm sure nobody's making shit on. Like I was asking them about Ape Escape. Who the fuck is making an Ape Escape show? Who is making that?
I want to make the Abyss Game show.
I guess since you
Please.
said it was like Sony, right? Like maybe they're thinking like not just like gaming stuff, but also like movie stuff. Cause don't they have like a ton of movie rights? Cause they're Sony.
Yeah, so I asked them about Jumanji and they said that wasn't available. I asked them about Charlie's Angels, they said it wasn't available. I think I asked them about I could actually go through the list here. Let me pull this up. I have a bunch of like shit that I sent them.
That's such
Um,
bullshit, man. Like why make it harder on someone who's like actively being like, hey, I'm here to like help you make something, you know?
Yeah, it's like 18 email threads of things that we asked about. Yeah, so I asked about Jumanji. They said it wasn't available. They said the bigger ones are taken. So I was like, okay. I just kind of geared into gaming because I knew basically all of the film IPs were not available. But I am planning to send a Men in Black thing over because I have an idea for a Men in Black animated sitcom that takes place in the Men in Black workplace. So
Oh,
it's kind
did
of
you-
like
Please
Have
get
you
back to me
watched
on
the,
that.
like,
Please,
animated
I'm
Men
begging
in
you.
Black
I will-
thing?
Yeah, I
Like-
did. I loved it. I basically
Dude.
I watched all three of the movies. I love them, and I was like, what if I made this? But like, what if Men in Black was Inside Job? That was pretty much my thought process.
Dude, I remember loving that 90s show so much because it was like the same studio that did the Godzilla like 90s one
Oh,
and like
yeah.
something else. Oh, Big Boy and Rusty. Yeah, that was the one that they did. That was based off a comic. And dude, that company what's like is like you see the intro and you're like, "Oh, the production value in this is fucking crazy." And you see the show, it's like this production value is ass. But then like they would actually write like fun stories that were like, "Oh, this is like they're writing like okay, here's the thing that bugs me about a lot of like cartoons that are based off of comics is that they'll do the thing where they write it like a cartoon when the appeal is, hey, write it like a comic. Write it like a comic where something fucking crazy happens. Something mental and like out there that treats you like an adult and like is like, oh whoa, we're going through like this whole crazy thing. Like I love those old like 90s shows where you're like watching it and you're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to watch this, but I'm like completely invested. Like the 90s Spider-Man show is actually like so shockingly like well written. Like not even
Yeah.
just like, oh, this is good for like a cartoon. Like no, they actually treat like if you watch it, it's like an adult could watch it and it's like, yeah, I'm actually like invested in this because this is like they're writing these characters as like real characters, as like real people, and like it's cool. It's really nice to see that in like an animated thing. And I feel like a lot of the modern stuff that's come out that's like based off of like older TV shows or older comic books, they kind of lose that because they're sort of more locked into the like the modern way of writing a cartoon. Where it's
Dude,
sort of,
yeah. I feel like they're just trying to get like the aesthetic of it without actually trying to like learn why it was a success. Like I feel like there's
Exactly.
been a lot of like, well, we just want to cop like the general like vibe of it, but we're just gonna write this like a generic like 2010 like
yeah, like right, like you have
cartoon.
like
Like
a like really interesting set dressing, but we're gonna write this like Brickleberry. It's like
It's
fuck
like
off.
exactly
I'm
like
gonna kill
why
you.
you have such good like setups and you have like these
my
like hack writers
God.
just like making like fucking like it's just boring. Like I hate it the most when a cartoon comes out and it's so interesting, but like the dialogue comes out and it's just fucking boring, dude. Oh my god, like oh.
Like hey, no hate towards Inside Job because like you mentioned it as like something you wanted to work on, and I watched that and there was parts of that show I enjoyed, but I was really frustrated with that show because I thought the premise had so much promise to do like interesting stuff with it, but the execution was like a sitcom. It was just like a run of the mill like office
It was
sitcom.
very
And I,
much like
and I
yeah.
was and I was
I
like really
really
frustrated with
liked
that.
Inside Job.
I like
But
to
like
be
I
That
watched
was such a
yeah.
fun show.
I watched Common Side Effects, and that had like like not really as interesting a premise, but then the execution was like really interesting. And like what I wish Inside Job was, where it was like more like cut the bullshit and get to like the interesting stuff, and you get all this like cool comedy that comes out of just getting right to the interesting stuff right away. I thought that was like fucking like really awesome. Like
If
I
there's
wish. Sorry, go ahead. I've been yapping.
No.
if there's anything that I've learned in my past year of pitching in this industry is that people will drive you fucking insane because they want like executives want things a certain way. Don't quote me on this. Don't send this to my bosses. If you do, I'll find you. But like they wanted things a certain way and they'll suggest things. And I'm not saying all executive suggestions are bad. Because they do offer some good insights that would make it work amongst an audience or the specific audience that you're pitching to. But sometimes executives will like just give the dumbest fucking notes of all time. Makes you want to just go like, "Urgh," like oh my god. Like I sent like and no hate to the people my people at Sony. I love them very much. They're awesome.
We're not talking about
Are
that.
you sure?
We're not talking
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
He hated them, but love them.
They're great people, but like I had a show. It was a high concept sci-fi show, kind of like Common Side Effects, that I sent over to them. And the only singular reason they passed on it was because it's hard to sell a high concept drama show that is not like a sitcom and doesn't have any IP behind it. So you're telling me right now that if I just like attach Men in Black to this, you guys would eat this shit up?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, come on.
And that's like frustrating as like a viewer too, because you're like, okay, I like Men in Black because of like it was the mix of the cool sci-fi stuff and the comedy stuff. If you just turned it into like a fully comedy thing, like that would kind of suck, because you're like, I want to see the cool stuff too as like a viewer, you know. I'm just saying like it comes into like conflict with what like dude, we're all artists, we all kind of like watch cool shit and we're like, we know what's cool shit, and to see like an executive get in the way of that and be like, actually I think this is what the audience wants, but you're like an artist and you like know what the audience really wants, and it's like that's like really frustrating. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, where it's like this fucking like just let him cook. Just let the fucking guys cook.
It's also a little frustrating because I just want to say sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
It's just a little frustrating also because someone has final say and someone doesn't, and that's like a little like okay, well like there's a bit of an imbalance there, but like
that can be fine as long as everyone's on like the same page of like what they're making. But like the frustrating thing seems to be when it's like, okay, I had a bit of this on like the Hulu thing that we worked on, where like there were writers who wanted one thing and executives who wanted one thing, and then it seemed like they were kind of like willing to just let things slide up until the last minute, but then someone was like, hey, actually fundamentally on a conceptual level we wanted something else. And it's like, why did you say that? Why did you say you wanted something else? Like fundamentally,
and
there
so
were so
late.
many moments
like
to
literally
like
so
give
late
notes
too
on something. So it's like, if everyone's on the same note, if everyone's on like, hey, we want to make like Flintstones, we want to make fucking funny Flintstones, Family Guy bullshit, hey, that's great. Everyone can get on the same boat, but get on the same fucking boat. Like, don't leave people on the harbor waiting, being like, I wonder when my boat's gonna arrive. Like actually get on the same page. Like that's all I'm asking here, man.
Yeah.
Like just
You know what's sad? I don't know if you've heard of. Have you heard of the Sony Studio Japan studio who's made? They've made like Eco, like a bunch of those old games.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh wait, I love Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah.
Yeah. So I tried to do a Shadow of the Colossus show. They said no. Um,
Ah.
and one of the shows that I really wanted to do, I wanted to do a eight episode miniseries based on Eco. I wanted to pitch Eco, and the concept art. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it would have been my magnum opus. But then Sony was like, you can't do that. It's not available. And I cried 40 days and 40 nights. It was
I guess
my magnum opus. I was so sad because I was writing a pilot out for it and everything.
Damn.
here's what's really frustrating, right? Like, there's some stuff that's like a niche sort of like video game license where it's like, this is really cool. Maybe it didn't sell super well, but it's still really cool, and we should make a show out of it, right? And they did that with Devil May Cry. They made like the anime back in the day, and then it was like dead for like 10 years, right? You remember they made the reboot and everything. It wasn't sticking, and then they made Devil May Cry 5, and it was like, we're so fucking back. We're so back, dude. Devil May Cry 5, like I remember that trailer dropped and people were like, yes, yes, Dante, we're back. And
That's cool.
I think the fact that that exists is the only reason that they let Ari Aster, I think his name is Ari Aster, the dude who made the new Devil May Cry, like, make that show, is because of like the goodwill from that. And then that show comes out and it's like not what Devil May Cry fans like really want out of that. And it's it's this frustrating thing where like the thing has to be like in the zeitgeist enough, like present enough, where it's like, okay, there's like a product here, we're trying to sell that product. Anything else we like put money into is like stuff to sell that product. Cool, awesome. And if it goes on longer, then it's like a weird thing. But like I feel like that's what the executives want. They're like, we want an ad for a toy, and the toy is like a video game. That's essentially
Yeah.
what I feel like they really want, and they're not just like out there saying. I would rather just make a fucking ad for a toy. Like, I wish we were back in the days of like just selling stupid bullshit toys, because that would give so much more room for like the GI Joe guys were a bunch of Vietnam vets who were like, hey, we're gonna write something that matters, and they wrote a bunch of stuff. Like, if you read like GI Joe comics that those guys wrote, it's like, dude, you did not need to go this hard on this. And it's because they had room to do it, because it was just a bunch of fucking toys.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like the people making cartoons want that same amount of freedom, but they don't really get it because it's based off of a video game that already has like a team of people already trying to express themselves like creatively and doing something completely different, and it's basically like co-opting that. And it's really frustrating as like a fan to see that and be like, oh, this isn't really what I signed up for as a fan to see this. You know,
Ugh.
like, what the
Yeah. Exactly.
like, what the fuck does Devil May Cry have to do with like the Iraq War? Why was the Netflix show? Why is that like the choice you made to like do a bunch of like Bush era like stuff about like like the war on terror? Like, what this doesn't even make sense, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's a little weird. Yeah, that's a little weird too. It's like that didn't really have anything to do with the game to begin with. Like, I don't know why you're. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Strange.
like this weird thing of like, you can totally take something and do it justice, but I feel like the people who want to do that, want to make shows based off of like video games, aren't really like usually the kind of people who are. They're usually like, hey, I want to make my own spin on this, and that's usually cool when it's something that nobody really gives a fuck about. But like, these are things that people give a fuck about. Like, people give a fuck about Devil May Cry, even though it's like a silly campy show. Silly campy like video game. People give a shit about it. People give a shit about the story and the characters, because it's like, you know, these characters finding like redemption through their fucking like family drama, and it's cool and it's fun and it's not that serious.
You know what? I
but
get
the-
what you're saying. Yeah, I definitely see that. Like, I think how do I say? I think a big part of it is too, like, a lot of like directors that are doing like these like takes are that are like, so, because I think a bold take on like, or like a bold adaptation is like cool. I think it's more so just like there's some directors that are kind of like up their ass about it. so much that like I've been seeing not just directors, but I've been seeing like so many like celebrities like nowadays be like so fucking salty to their audience, and it just like boils out of proportion, and then it's just
And hey,
like, well, I'm just gonna make it worse now. I'm gonna make it intentionally worse because you hate
Hey,
it.
I get that if you're like, I'm just a working actor and I've been forced to work in this like machine of a thing that I don't really care about, so I'm gonna lash out, which is a little immature, but
It's a
like
little
I
immature.
get where that comes from, where it's like there's no like smaller production of like, hey, here's like a little like family drama thing or like a little thing that you can make your bones with and then get a bigger thing. Like that doesn't really exist as much as it used to. I get that there's like a frustration thing with it, and it's like a really frustrating thing where you can see all these problems, but like the solution is not really there if you're like the person actually making the decisions, because you're like, hey, we're Netflix and we just want to make as much fucking money as we can from the investors, and then we're gonna get the fuck out because it's a rotating door of
Dude.
people who are like investing money and then getting the fuck out.
Yeah, honestly, I fucking dude, the fucking like, I hate that model so much for companies like the publicly traded companies. The fucking death of like creative. It's literally the fucking death of human expression. Like right there is like,
Yeah, like
well,
I
we've
would
got
so
to
much
make
rather
money, of course.
just like, oh, you want to sell like stupid plastic shit to like kids? Hell yeah, let's do that. Let's make this interesting. Let's make
But
kids
let me
want to
do
like
it.
buy this.
Yeah, right. Let me like do my
let me do
thing.
it. If it's like this like weird like ephemeral thing where it's like sort of like we don't really know what we're selling, but we're selling it to someone, but this is not really like a profitable thing. Like it just turns into like all this like bullshit that it's like, look, I'm a guy that like believes in like free commerce and shit. And when I see this stuff, I'm not seeing free commerce. I'm seeing like a weird obfuscation of it that turns what should be like, hey, artists are using their skills and abilities to make money off of like what people actually want, like goods and services, like they want to actually see this stuff, like artists creating art that people want to see. What a concept, like
What a concept, dude. No.
I don't see that. I see this weird like money game thing that like, hey, I got some friends that are like accountants and shit, and they're like super into this stuff and they love this stuff and they think this is like honestly like a democratizing thing towards people who want to like get into like money shit. But in my opinion, I'm like, dog, this is not it. Like for like normal people who just want to make stuff with their hands and
Yeah.
creativity and want to like
This
put
ain't it.
stuff out there, like this is just obfuscating it to a level that's like insane. And it's like
So what's
we're
the
at
point?
this point where these big companies don't really know what they want, and they're like messing around with these people who like messing around with people's time, and it's not fair. And it's like I like the independent route, not so much because it's like makes particularly more money or whatever, but like I like that I can just go up to a guy who's selling like a thing that he put time and effort into making, like, with like a video game, and being like, hey, you want to sell this? I want to sell my services. How about we do like a cool thing together?
Yeah.
And then he can be like, yeah, cool, let's do that. And we do it. And it's like a collaborative thing. That's not me going up to like a company and kissing at the feet of power to be like, hey, give me like a little crumb of what you got. It's me going to like another peer who's doing something equally like creative and being like, hey, I have my set of abilities and skills that I'm like super in. How about you let me, all hands like lift each other up and we, do something cool.
And people can tell the difference, like, when you're... Because here's the thing, right? Is, like, if you're working on something you don't give a shit about, that work is fucking soul-sucking. You will be fucking, like, actually, like, you will, like, for the entirety... Or not the entire, like, you can, like... Some people are able to, like, enjoy their work, and I salute to them, like, honestly. But, like, if you're doing something that you're, like, constantly questioning, like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, this is so bad. Like, if you're working on a production that you know is, like, ass... but it's just like paying the bills, like what kind of like satisfaction can you get from that other than just like, I mean, like I did really cool personal work, I guess, but like, that's fucking like Boss Baby 3 Diarrhea's Emporium, like I don't know, like
I can respect that if you're like as an artist, you're like, hey, I'm not an artist here. I'm a worker. I'm
That's
working.
true. That's fair.
I'm doing like a job here.
Yeah.
That's if you're if
I
you
respect
go
that.
into that mindset and you accomplish the job as effectively as you can, and you're like a professional person, and you still do the like like personal artwork stuff like on as best as you can. Like I respect that, but that requires a level of like the person commissioning you for your work to respect your time and like be like, hey, we're actually working towards something to make money, and if that person is like fucking about and doesn't know what they're doing, like that's like frustrating,
Yeah.
like that's like like hey man, I'm gonna like put all my fucking time here doing something soul sucking, but you're not even gonna like give me like a 5-year plan about what you're doing, man. Like seriously, like come on, like just get your shit together. That's all I'm asking. Like I'm not even asking for like crazy good pay or anything, because
Mhm.
I went into animation being like, hey, this is already something that people know. It doesn't pay super well. The hours are long. It's kind of like a you're in it sort of job, but it's like I like doing it.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy.
At least the guy should at least like be able to be like, hey, I'm gonna pay you at the end of the thing, and it's gonna be like chill, and it's gonna come out, and we're working towards something that's making money, and like it's a job, like it's a job that makes sense, it's like I could go to a fucking factory making greebles at the greeble factory,
Mhm.
and as long as I know we're making greebles, hey, cool, awesome, great. If they start making fucking zoobles, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I didn't sign up for this. It's like, no, we're a
Yeah.
Zooble factory now. Sorry. Does my PhD say Zooble or Greeble? I'm sorry. And he's like, oh, you're right. You're fired. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. And
And
it's
that's it.
like,
That's yeah.
I don't know, man. I apologize. I've been talking a lot.
No, you're
for
fine.
a
This
lot
is
of
the
people
yap.
who
This is
are
the
on
yap
server.
corner.
I would love to hear
Session.
from all these other lovely people.
Nah.
that I've been talking over
No,
all
dude.
this time.
That was an awesome tirade. Fucking I agree.
That's us. I've been zoning out for like
Bro,
the past hour.
King just went off, and I loved it. I loved every single second. It's so
Just
cool.
like-
I just got back. Can you repeat all that?
It's
Yo,
funny
so
that
in
you
short,
mentioned,
I
like,
think you gotta go like kill someone right now.
Right now. In Minecraft with the TNT explosion.
in Minecraft.
Yeah. In my.
Roblox.
Grief him with the
In
TNT
Roblox,
explosion.
yes. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned things like what the audience wants versus what the executives want, because I had good pal of mine, very cool guy. I had Carl Greenblatt come in for my animation club today, and he talked a lot about the difference between corporate and the studio itself. Because it's like you have people in the studio, like the heads of the studio, the CEOs of the studio, executives at the studio itself that like the project, that want to do anything or everything with it, but they have to sell that show to corporate. Like they have to sell that to the corporate people in the corporate studio, the corporate part of the studio. That is not the animation studio, and that is very difficult, especially if it's like nowadays most studios are afraid of doing anything if it is an IP because they don't know how to sell non-IP shows anymore because of the switch to streaming. So it's like a lot of oh well, if it's not IP, it's not going to sell because they don't have a way to make it sell because it's streaming. They kind of fucked themselves up with that one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like this sort of tragic cycle where they're only greenlighting IP projects because it's a funny thing that he mentioned. It's like the reason why we're only seeing IP projects right now, the reason why studios are only greenlighting IPs, and that's really hard to get an original out, is because studios fuck themselves over with streaming.
Yeah.
They're streaming, and they have no idea how to make it profitable.
They got greedy. It literally just got greedy. Like they were like, "Oh, we want to be the streaming service," and it was like, "No, we can't all be the streaming service. You guys stop!" And then we all just drowned.
It's like, how are you making money? Because with cable, you have the commercials. The commercials paid for the cartoons. But now it's like you're spending millions of these dollars investing into all these projects for what kind of game? And
Yeah.
so now it's like
Unironically, like fucking Tubi is the one that seems to be paying the most, like the creators that put their stuff in there because they actually play ads and like you can't escape because it's like a free service, and it's like, yeah, who'da thunk?
Tubi's like,
Like,
actually
ads
the best
pay
way.
for
To, yeah,
things.
honestly, yeah, no. Yeah.
Because
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
like-
Continue.
Yeah, because it's like, for example, it's like the reason why SpongeBob is getting all these spin-off shows and everything is because it's a well-established IP, so it's the one that's making Nickelodeon money. It's the same thing for like, you know, they're gonna greenlight a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because they know it's gonna make them money,
That's
but it's
true.
all just gonna bring people back. That's how they're gonna make money on the streaming services, just by getting people to come back and actually spend money to see these things. But with original IP, you don't have that guarantee, so it's very scary to all the studios at the moment because they're like, well, what if this doesn't sell? Like, what if we just invested like 300 million into this for no? And it's frustrating because it's like they kind of put themselves in this situation to begin with.
And they're just like, oh, well, what are we supposed to do about it? Well, you fucking did it in the first place. Like, what? Like, don't fucking like. That's a little frustrating about it too. Is like, oh well, you know, what are we supposed to do about the situation? Was look, okay, well, you caused
look,
it a little bit. Like, let's not try to fucking.
Look, dude, I appreciate that like creator-driven stuff from like the '90s. I grew up with it. I think everyone here grew up with it. I think we gotta look back at like the '80s stuff where they were like selling toys and be like, okay, what worked about that model? So that was
Yeah.
like steady work for people for like a solid decade. And
Yeah.
I look at stuff like video games, and not even just video games, like tabletop games, and people who are independently, not even just like working with the industry that they're in, but like independently making like a ton of money just selling like the stuff that they're selling. And it's like, I look at it and it's like, okay, is this like safe stuff? And you look at it and you're like, whoa, they're doing like really interesting like creative stuff in like the tabletop space. That's having like a renaissance right now where people are like,
Yeah.
whoa, I can do like really interesting like setting stuff. Like let me look it up, and I'm pretty sure that there was this French Crusade
Mm-hmm.
thing that was on Kickstarter. Let me look it up. And it made like an absurd amount of money. And that was like the most like not safe for like audiences thing. That was like World War II, you know, religious imagery, like really like intense like body horror stuff that was like really not like the kind of thing that you would think that would make like a lot of money. It made like multi-million amounts of money for like its Kickstarter thing. Like they made like a lot of fucking money.
Unfortunately,
And like I'm looking at stuff like that,
Yeah.
and you
Oh no,
know,
finish.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, dude, there's stuff like that in video games and stuff like that where, like, artistically,
Yeah.
the stuff that we give a shit about is, like, pushing culture forward, and they're making, like, reaping rewards from it financially that, like, in terms of, like, animation, we're not, like, going there. We're not, like, reaching to that point. Like, back in the day, like, you look at what they did to survive in Japan when they were doing anime like for really cheap in the OVA days. What were they doing? They were doing a bunch of like visual novel stuff. They were doing a bunch of like video game stuff. They were doing
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff that was like meant to sell some other stuff. But like creatively, it wasn't like soul-sucking horrible stuff. It was like, whoa,
Cool.
we're like pushing ahead. It's the stuff that people want to buy. So make the stuff, make the advertisements for the stuff that people want to buy, and you will make creatively, artistically stuff that is like pushing the boundary forward and isn't just stuck in the past, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that was
you
good. That was awesome.
Go ahead, Andy.
I just wanted to say, I think the current phenomenon that the companies can't wrap their head around, and I think they won't, I don't think they'll be able to, because it's a struggle that they've been dealing with since fucking Hollywood first started, is the idea that, like, right now what people are looking for, because what you said, like, oh, no one expected it to do like well, you know, like, oh, it's a body horror thing, like, etc. But like they just doubled down on themselves, and they just did super well, and they were just able to fucking, like, you know, have a massive success because they gave a shit, right? But like, I'm sure that if you just like look through the project and it's all you'll see is just people giving a shit all throughout. And like, the one thing companies cannot physically do is give a shit. right? Like they can say that they give a shit. Like they can do like however many like charity like fucking like drives they want to, and they can say, oh yeah, we totally care about like our clientele, even though we like pay the minimum wage and we don't really like give a shit about
they
like
give
the
a
human
shit
rights.
about their like bottom line.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's the thing, right? That like they give a shit about their bottom line, but that's the only thing that they do give a shit about, and like giving a shit artistically.
Excuse me.
Yes.
If oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say it
Oh,
just
I
comes like,
sneezed.
oh bless you.
I wasn't
Lord.
trying to. Sorry.
Very good. All I was gonna say is that giving
Yeah,
a
go
shit
ahead.
is antithetical to the corporate mindset, because the corporate mindset is about not giving a shit and like making the most money, right?
Okay, listen. I had this phase in my life where I was like a salesman.
Mm-hmm.
So I get both angles of it, like the artistic side and like fuck you, I want to make money side. And like it's totally fair to be like, hey, I just want to make as much money as possible and spread that money around with the people that I care about. That's a totally fair thing to think, right? I think like there's all these like accountants and corporate people
Mhm.
that it totally makes sense to like see their perspective on it and be like, hey, bottom line, we gotta make the sausage and we gotta make it good and we gotta like put it out there and like make sure that it gets around enough that everyone's bills gets paid. I think that's totally fair.
That's valid. Yeah, of
Um,
course.
I think it's like definitely like a two-way street where like the artists need to think more like, hey, like in terms of like a mission statement, what are we doing here that will actually be like worth doing? And from the like business side of it, it should be like, let's actually do our fucking jobs here, man, and like actually like not mess around with people's lives and like make sure it's something that they can like have some stability with, you know, because
Yeah.
like that whole thing of like the American dream of like you work with a company for like 25 years or whatever and
That's
they're
done. No,
like
no.
good to you, like it's done, but like it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't. No, of
It
course
doesn't
not.
have
Yeah. Like I think a lot of the business that we're seeing right now is very short-term, like get rich quick schemes of like business, but I think okay, here exactly, very scamonomics kind of thing, but I think that being a businessman and being an asshole don't have to be synonymous. I think that good business is, or I think that good, like an actual true good businessman is someone that actually tries to look for compromise between both parties and is actually looking out for the other like party as well. Like I think
keeps the
unfortunately
artist happy.
now
The
it-
artist will do good work. The artist do good
Exactly.
work. You get a good product.
Yeah.
The
But
good
it's not-
product gets to the end user. You keep the end user
Exactly.
happy. Like, yeah,
but it's not just
people in
that,
video games solve this.
it's also keeping
It's
your
just
word.
animation people.
Like it's not just that, it's also like people aren't keeping the word like on business nowadays, you know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people just like, and you know, there's a lot of steps to production and stuff, but like I feel like a lot of times when people pitch a show or something, right, or like, you know, they're just trying to do any endeavor in their life business wise, that whenever they're trying to sign with someone that has more resources than them, that person with more resources is going to try to find a way to fuck the other person over so that they get more resources out of the fucking like transaction, whereas, you know, the other person is just looking for a fair compromise between the two, you know what I mean? And so like this dichotomy of like, oh well, I'm trying to find like a good like healthy solution between us is like, it's a good thing to shoot for, but it's being kind of like not drowned out, but it's being just like outmaneuvered, I guess, by like, oh fuck you, I'm just not gonna keep my word, you know? Like it's really easy to do that. Like it's so easy to just like not keep your word about anything and just like get away with it. And I feel like
I think,
people are getting out. I was just, sorry, if I could just like say, like,
no, finish off.
I was just gonna say, a lot of people have been getting away with some bullshit nowadays. I feel like everyone's tired of it, but I feel like if everyone does their own part to try to make their own worlds a more honorable place, then we can still have a cool future. That's it. You were saying, Arnold?
No, I completely agree with that. I think there's like some really shitty stuff happening like business wise that is like really frustrating because like it's not even good business, right?
It's
Like,
not good
there's a lot,
business.
but also I feel like a lot of people that get into animation, right? They kind of go into it being like, I want a steady 9 to 5 office job,
Yeah.
and I feel like that hasn't ever really been the case,
Yeah.
other than like a very small portion of time with like the bigger studios, and so because of that, like I feel like people go into it asking a lot, being like, hey, I basically want you to like
Treat me as
make
a
sure
human
that
being.
I'm like I'm like good for like a good portion of time while I'm working on this, and I would love that. I think the reality and the paradigm where it's at right now, and where it's kind of moving, and where I would hope more people like take the initiative to move it as, is that you kind of have to do more as an artist to sort of like support yourself, where you
Yeah.
kind of have to be like, hey, I can't just go to like the 9 to 5 thing. If I want to do that, I have to actually have my own like network of people who support me and patron me as an artist, and like have that as like a supplemental piece of like um income. And it sucks because obviously you don't want to just like monetize all of your art stuff. You know, you want to like be an artist and express yourself.
Yeah.
But, I feel like it's like really rough times coming ahead where people kind of have to do that. And I've known people who like for years, like I know this really talented artist who does this really awesome comic called Death Sitter, and she's a phenomenal. Like I lived at her house for like 6 months. I just got to see her like working like in traditional medium, and it was like, oh my god, you were like it makes me want to cry. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, you're like a really talented artist, and you're really doing like putting your passion into this. She still had to got like a 9 to 5 job, like
Yeah.
fucking working at a like UPS or something like some kind of like postal thing where she was like packing shit, and she was managing to like make it as like a webcomic artist for like 10 years, and she's like an awesome person who's making like an awesome project, and she's trying to like find a way to like wrap it up and make it happen, and still
She's
live her
proud of
life
it.
and stuff, and it's just like a really like tough ecosystem out there where I feel
Yeah.
like a lot more artists, if they want to get like serious about it, they're either gonna have to do this thing where they collaborate together to be like, yo, this is what we're gonna do to make some money to spread around amongst ourselves and like make life easier for ourselves, or they're gonna have to go like, hey, I'm a like 100% just my own guy, and I'm just like putting myself out there, and I'm making money independently. And I wish the world wasn't like that, because it puts like an unfair impetus on the artists to like find like monetize their work. But like that is the world we live in, and I really yeah, I'm like frustrated because like I see so many of like my friends and like people who like work day in and day out to like make art that they care about, and like part of it is like the artist side of it where they have to do all these decisions and like do all this stuff, and they just kind of hope that they have the audience that will like like support them on that, and then it turns into like another thing where you have to ask the audience to do better. You have to ask the audience like, hey man, like try a little bit more, like support more the people you want to see succeed more. Like give them $1, give them a little bit more time during your day where you're like, hey man, you're doing like an awesome job. Like like the audience has to do more to like put them out there. Like and it turns into like this ecosystem thing where the people talking about art, it's like, hey man, maybe instead of talking about like shitty stuff that is like fun to make fun of, hey, maybe talk about someone's project that they're trying to get off the ground and be like, hey, support this guy.
Yeah.
It like
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
why.
world, there's no world where you can just make art on your own and just leave it at that and hope you succeed. Like that doesn't exist. Art exists because other people react to it and interact with it and appreciate it, and you have to put like a lot of trust in like yourself and the audience, and like that whole process like works out. And so I think, yeah, like if you want to see this stuff like succeed more, you have to like put that like passion and fucking like effort
Yeah.
more out there. Be like, hey man, I want to see this thing exist. I want to see this thing like put out there in the world. I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk about it. I'm gonna support it. I'm gonna like make an effort to like have this thing exist. It's harder now to make things exist. It's harder
really
now. Like
hard.
the corporate side of it is like kind of like hobbled at the legs compared to what it used to be. It's a harder world out there for artists. So, you know, like as like a viewer, as like someone who talks about art, as someone who cares about art, like, hey man, like make that effort to just put it out there. Like don't talk about shit that you think sucks. Talk about things that you think like, hey man, this is cool. I want this thing to succeed. I want this thing to like be cool and like exist and have like an ecosystem where other people like appreciate it.
Mhm.
And that's what art is all about, man. Like,
Yeah,
just, like,
man.
people liking stuff.
Yeah, that's why you guys have or the Patreon.
That's why you have to pay us.
Yeah,
You
that's
support
what we're-
us.
That's what we're
Yes,
talking about.
that's why you can support us on Patreon. Yeah,
It was all
If you wanna see
all build up.
Listen,
It was all a
if you ever
segue.
want to see Evelyn or
Bro, it was all a
see any
segue.
of these other characters live,
Awesome.
if you want them to live through the night, you're gonna have to go to Patreon and be Patreon.com, boy.
I love how it was a very serious conversation about business practices
Mhm.
and animation and indie art and yeah, just descended immediately into brain rot. I love you guys.
Listen,
was
can't
pretty
keep it
funny.
100%. 100%. Sometimes you gotta drop it off to 50%.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen,
Sometimes you gotta
we're
drop it to negative 100.
sometimes we're only human beings and we're just trying to do our best and we're trying to help out our friends and be like, yo, this
We are human
beautiful
beings.
stuff that they're working on and
Yeah.
we want them
Uh-oh,
to
I
be
might be in the
happy.
wrong spot.
Guys,
That's true.
just
Why
just
does that
know-
sound like Adam Sandler?
you're right.
Damn.
You're a dead clown.
Also, hi Tony.
Hi Tony, you've been here for a while. Tony's been here for a while. I forgot to say hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
I did surgery on a grape.
Awesome.
I was
Tony.
seeing your icon like wiping the.
Tony, I just want to say
Yeah,
that
it
I
was
love your
awesome.
art and your art is cool. And
Thank
I
you.
will
Yours
say-
cool too,
We love
man.
you, Tony.
And you know,
Just-
from what I've
He's
been
alright,
rocking
I
with
guess.
You know,
We love
you know
you,
what? You know
Tony.
what? Fuck you what? You're cool, man. You're cool.
Now, you're cool. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Kisses, baby,
It's
diddly
so
kisses,
cute.
baby,
Easy,
kisses.
easy.
Stop being
Oh, baby,
girl.
kisses.
Thank you. That's the okay. Now everyone's gonna take some anti-gay serum. Okay, stop. Enough. Desist. God.
Okay.
Thank you, Adam.
I don't want to.
Refresh.
Whoa, hold on.
Whoa, I feel straight. I feel like doing my taxes. I don't know what.
I need
Why
some
would you
crazy
snap?
stuff to show you.
What's this? Why'd you snapshot? What's the snapshot for? Let me see the song. Let me see.
It's going in my cringe collection.
My
You
cringe
gotta like it,
collection.
you gotta like it.
Let me see.
It's me, the solo.
Let me see. I'm watching.
Check it.
Oh, the solo is.
Ooh.
That was loud.
Someone got censored in real time.
Yes.
My
fucking
god.
the fucking coconut.
Awesome.
The fucking coconuts in the background.
Is that what you call them?
Ooh, this is
Big
awesome
coconut.
solo. What the hell?
It's like, you know. Oh my god.
No, this is gas. This got me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Leave. Get
That's-
out of here. Get out. Get
Wait,
out.
no, I want to hear it one more. Wait, play it again. I wasn't listening. I
More.
wasn't listening.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys like the app sesh? They were on a roll. I literally had nothing to say. They were on a roll.
Dude, I got some I zoned out at the beginning of the conversation and came back in the middle of it. I had nothing to do at first. I don't know.
I was resisting the urge to be an ass and just put it and be like, you're done.
You're done.
That's so fucking sick.
Me resisting the urge to say who cares in the middle of the
I was cooking something while he was. You know,
Dude, yeah, shit, you were cooking back here.
That
Goddamn.
was crazy.
Okay, keep that pot stewing, big guy. Fucking smacks your ass and
Hey.
leaves the kitchen.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I need
Good
to,
job.
I need to dip for tonight. But it has been a lovely hanging out with you guys. And I hope you
Yeah,
stay.
thanks
That was
for
awesome.
hanging out.
I looked
Thanks for
into it,
hanging, man.
yeah.
This is great.
That's
Thanks for
awesome.
showing.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hell yeah.
Stop by
Love to do
anytime.
this more.
I love the
Yes,
chat.
please.
Bye,
That was great.
Arnold.
Everyone say goodbye to
Bye.
Arnold. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye guys, and remember, support our boys, the Horizonauts.
Support the
They
boys.
need money. They gotta get out. They gotta get through. They gotta make it.
Thank you so much, Arnold. Thank you so much. Everybody, Arnold.
Bye.
Get out of here.
I love the show Nickelodeon. That was awesome.
Why did no one play the fucking get out sound effect? Like, that was your
Sorry,
chance.
I forgot. I forgot that was.
Dude, you missed it. You missed the mark. But
dude,
thank you.
no.
Gotta bring it back in.
Wait, play it for the people that wanted the soundbite. Play it again for the people that want the soundbite. Thank you. All right, well, don't overdo it. Stop. This fucking brain rot syndrome.
I had a version. Yeah, I had voice mod. I don't have it right now, but I had a voice mod where like it was the get out, but it was cut off. It was just the
Yeah, that was perfectly timed.
We should play Lethal again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
He has. Everyone's been obsessed with Repo.
I've been obsessed with Repo. You've been obsessed with Repo.
I like
Em's
Repo.
been
We should
obsessed
play
with
Repo actually.
I like Repo.
I thought
Wait.
when someone joined, I thought you said Rico and then Ed immediately joined.
Yeah, right. That was them. That would be awesome.
I'm ready to say Rebo.
By the way,
Someone
Naya,
say
did you buy Repo or you still don't have it?
We should
Oh,
all play. We should all stop what we're doing and play Pico Park.
True.
How much? I don't know if I have it.
Oh, Adam, you're such a joker. Right?
Serious, I actually do want to play.
I know you want to play. We'll set it. We'll set a day for it.
How much
I
is
have to
Pico
buy it.
Park?
And stream
$9.
immediately plays Pico Park.
It's
I would.
free.
I would be down to just fucking like switch to that. Honestly, I don't care.
Honestly,
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm
No one
gonna
does
be
that,
honest,
right?
I
One or
closed
two.
my work 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I've been resting.
Wait, I
all
do
day
want to
because
show
I
you
finished
actually
something
what
earlier.
I've got so far.
Let me see. What did you say, Yosh?
I've been resting all day because I finished an animation this morning and I didn't want to do anything else for today.
Nice.
So I've just been resting.
I stayed
Here,
up till
chat.
6 a.m.
I'll show
making
you
the
guys,
Ren
too.
OS.
Cool.
I don't know, volume warning?
All right. Let me see.
Content
I'm
warning.
gonna play it.
Wait. I'm not looking yet. I'm not looking.
Pico Park 1 or 2?
Whichever.
didn't
Adam.
Okay. Wait, you're not streaming the right thing, Clay. At stream screen.
Sorry.
Just stream.
Sorry.
Chloe,
I will-
come here.
I will fix
Oh, Chloe.
Chloe.
Discord streaming DLL attachment issue moment. What?
Oh, you're streaming your desktop.
Yeah, don't look.
You have a good desktop background.
Don't look, guys. Don't look.
Don't look at it.
Am I streaming there? It's screen. Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, don't
Don't
look
look.
at it.
Just
Don't
saying,
No,
it
no,
make
you're
it,
still looking at
it
it.
makes
Don't
it
look.
Double leak.
Okay, I can't see anything. All right, ready?
All right, what am I doing?
Yeah,
Volume warning. 3, 2, 1.
Are you about to get copyright claimed?
I literally just muted it. Good. Love it.
Anyway.
Love it.
That's crazy.
This is gas.
I love
Chloe,
it.
can I open my eyes now?
Yeah, yeah, you
Okay.
can open your eyes.
Nice.
You can unpin your
Missed
ears
the
now.
entire thing.
Don't worry, yo, they're
So
gone.
gas.
They
bro.
can't hurt you no more.
The drugs can't hurt you no more.
Oh, I want to answer Mantis Ghost's question because he's been asking this for a while. Hey Dynamite, what is Evelyn's relationship with Akko? Are they like besties or like family sibling? They're besties for sure. I think out of like everyone in the crew, like Akko is the only one that didn't tell her to fuck off immediately, so that's why she like they're hanging out, yeah. So yeah.
That's funny.
Who's your favorite
Why is
character?
everyone so mean to me with a massive dumper?
Why is everyone so mean to me? She picks her nose and like spreads it on the wall. It's like, okay, well, maybe you just nasty.
I like that pose of Xena, like just looking down at you, like little PogChamp type look.
PogChamp.
Yeah,
Look,
you're
it's
looking at her
chatception.
face. You're looking at her face. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
look,
chat!
guys
Look, you
see
guys
yourselves.
are in the fucking stream. You guys, that's
Look.
crazy.
Look, chat. It's you.
Oh,
Whoa.
The stream is so laggy. It's so far behind.
Yeah.
You
That's
should
YouTube.
animate with the Inception cam.
Yeah, I'm
Just
getting
right
blind.
there.
Yeah,
That is
I'm getting
awful.
blind. Like Chloe has like more than you do.
Streamception.
I just noticed, Chloe. What is your PNG? Where's the Oshawott?
He was too distracting, as adorable as he is.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta update my little.
So I
my
became a
Squirtle.
creature
I like
instead.
I
I
like
was
I like
distracted.
mine. It's just me.
I don't like yours.
I didn't ask you.
Damn. Okay, never mind.
I didn't ask you.
Fuck you. Everyone quiet there. I was like, okay, damn. I guess I'm taking this one. I guess I'm gonna be a prick now.
Donate to the Patreon.
It happens too
You know
fast.
who else
I was so
is free,
confused.
I have to double down on being an asshole, or else I'll just be like an even bigger asshole.
I'm gonna mod the sounds of a machine gun and replace it with Andy's laugh.
Shut up! Fuck you! That doesn't even. That's not even related to anything that we're talking about. Are you fucking idiot? No! Damn it, I can't give you.
haven't donated to the Patreon yet. I have one question for
I
you.
know it's not related
Why?
to
Why
anything.
haven't you done it?
Do we have any Akko fun facts? He's green.
And
He's round
Round.
and green, and
You
he's
can-
green around.
At
You can
least
squeeze
one
him.
eye.
You can
Yeah.
squeeze him,
You
yeah.
can squeeze him. You
You
can
can-
roll him into a
He's
ball.
very
can-
squishy. He doesn't
he's
have
a-
a mouth,
he's
and
your-
he can make sounds.
if you're
Oh, he has a bell.
if you're his friend, he can be your stress ball. What?
Mhm.
Yeah. He'll
Yeah.
also be your friend.
You know, like yeah, that's what you do with friends. You squeeze the
You
the
squeeze-
living.
I do it
squeeze
with
daylights
them.
out of them.
Doge all the time.
Yeah.
You
It's
squeeze
true.
friends.
It's
I
true, Chad.
crumple him
Found
into
out
a
something
ball
like-
into my fist.
No, yeah,
And I throw him
exactly.
against the wall over and over.
That's what
See,
you
he,
do.
he enjoys
Me a
that
lot,
because
but
he's
it's
friendly, isn't that
okay.
right?
Just bounce back.
I found out something crazy about Akko, guys. It's like the most insane fact I've ever heard in my life about him.
What?
He's green.
He's green,
What?
you guys.
What?
That's crazy.
I have to. I
I
have
know,
to-
it's
I have to
crazy.
check this out right now.
That's crazy for the
You're right.
program.
Yo, this is too much. I can't handle it.
I have to ask
Spoilers,
ChatGPT.
spoilers.
Is this true?
Bro is lawn colored.
Wait a
Why do you have
second.
to ask a fucking AI model to see one little bit of information.
We've confirmed he is in fact green. Oh jeez. Jesus God. That's right. Arco's green, everybody.
Spoilers.
Oh my God.
When is Horizonauts coming out? Eventually.
Bomb explosion right
PM.
there.
One day. When is it coming out?
When is Horizonauts
Then.
coming out? Then,
Oh.
not more than later, but less than here too.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
in the future,
Yeah.
but not too far in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But a little
Not in the
future,
past,
like,
secret.
future is.
There's
Sometime
There's a chance it comes out tomorrow. but
there's a
we have to
chance.
wait.
There is a chance it could come out tomorrow, but there's also an
There's
equal chance.
Random quantum fluctuations.
There's also an equal chance of me becoming the president tomorrow. So we'll see how that happens. But
If you find a
didn't
time
say
warp
which
portal,
country
then
it's
it might
going,
actually
maybe.
happen sooner than you think.
yes,
There's a good chance it'll release.
it will release.
There's a
Release!
chance that It'll come out tomorrow later, but not any later than yesteryear.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Tomorrow's yesterday might be the best outlook for when it's gonna come out.
Mhm, probably.
It will, in fact, come out within a fortnight, but not within a 5-night because that is reserved for Freddy. We do not go there.
Shut up.
I guarantee
19th,
you,
this day.
it will come out. It will come out in a Saturday. Which Saturday of which year? I don't know. But
I'm
it-
not going to tell you
Uh,
which Saturday, which year, but
That's
it
where
will
you
come
play
on a
rock, paper,
Saturday.
scissors on them, which one
It's
it
a
is.
Saturday
Will-
that may also identify as a Tuesday.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
also opposite day, and everyone knows the opposite of Tuesday is Saturday. So just keep that in
Yeah,
mind
in
if
some-
we say it's Saturday on
In
Tuesday.
some
If I-
countries, Saturday is Monday, so you know. it's,
You will
It
see
will come out on the next day of Jupiter Day. You know, the next cycle of Jupiter.
You
in
will,
one day.
yes.
If
You
I
will see it.
pretend I hate Horizonauts, it will come out sooner. No, that's just gonna make us cry.
yeah.
This vocabulary.
Horizonauts will come out leap year. A
This
leap
vo-
year. I don't know.
It'll come out on the opposite of when it doesn't come out.
This
come out-
vocabulary is.
yeah,
This
exactly.
is awesome. This vocabulary is
I
more
will
complex than I
say-
signed up for. I'm no longer in English class, you guys. Dude, this is an anti-brand. We're gonna teach you new words.
I do want to say,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
tell you guys
Those are the
this,
best procrastination, like,
bit of
like-
information that when the Horizonauts pilot does come out, it is gonna be out. So
It will be out.
that'll be cool.
Yes.
Yo.
Thank you, Chloe. You're right. Chloe's right.
Oh, it definitely will be out.
And it will be in such a fashion where it will have been released.
Yeah.
We're totally not gaslighting whatsoever.
Is this gaslighting? Well, you're telling the truth.
Fucking, we're telling the truth. Every single word coming out of our mouth in English is right.
I
It
Wait,
will-
so it is
Because it's
coming
not
out on a leap year
all.
on a Saturday that may identify as a Tuesday?
It may or may
Yeah,
not, but
no.
definitely will at some point perhaps come out on a Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, depending on if it is a leap year Thursday or if it is, in fact, opposite day. But if it is an opposite day on a Tuesday, it will be a Saturday. If it is Saturday, it will be a Tuesday. And, of
No, no,
course, we
no,
will be
no.
having parking in the rear.
It's coming out on a Wednesday, Saturday,
Somebody
Tuesday,
roll a D&D
one,
dice to
5
find out when it's actually
Yes.
gonna come out.
I mean, it's possible.
That's our film theory.
And that's our film theory.
out
A
in
film
29
theory. Thanks for
cents.
watching.
La la.
La la la.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We got
Yeah,
to 3
actually,
hours.
you know
But,
what? Every time you ask when it's coming out, it's getting delayed by another week.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
I don't know. I keep thinking about the thing you said about the soundboard. I genuinely dead ass. I wanna film like record something on the soundboard and use that whenever I don't feel like talking.
You just like respond. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
No.
Stuff
No.
like that, yeah.
No. No.
And then when
No.
someone says an out of pocket sheet, you just hit them with a.
Yeah.
No. You hit it with a. Oh damn.
I landed on
That's
two for the
crazy.
That's
night.
crazy.
Yeah, that it will definitely come out. Two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. It landed on 2 for dice, dude. Sorry, dude. That's not looking good. It's not a good roll.
Pixar says so. Its release date is yes,
Yes.
and no, but also kind of and maybe.
Thistler,
if
get
you
out of chat. You're
want.
gonna make it smell bad, and they're not gonna want to be in there anymore. Get out.
What the fuck?
Chat, can you guys kick him out of there? He shouldn't be in that little box with you. He needs to be in this box over here. We lost him. He's in the wrong one.
So get out of there. You don't. You need to get back here now.
Me, get out.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
And everyone's going in chat to get him.
You need to pick him up. He went off by himself. We always gotta watch.
Somebody just inhales me just to walk off the cliff.
Oh,
Yo,
we're
Andy,
losing
you
them all
look
in
like-
chat. They're all falling into chat.
Andy,
Yeah.
you need to put the emotes that we use in the Discord server. You need to put them on your your
I
YouTube
should. How do
streams.
you do that? I don't know how
They're
I can do
really
that.
funny.
Do you want to put the Sam's one?
I actually
With
no,
the
I do.
monkey.
I do want to put the Sans one. That one's funny as fuck.
Okay, good.
How do you put
did-
emojis? That's awesome. I wanna do
You
it.
have to have like members for the YouTube thing.
I do have membership. Wait,
Oh, then you should be able to.
Oh, that's
I
up
think
now.
so. Wait, no. Wait. I think they offer me
Put it
membership,
on.
but like,
Oh,
oh, fuck, I had to see what
Guys, I just ate my dinner. It was barbecue chips.
Delicious.
oh, it was a dream barbecue chip.
He had a
I'll
girl
look it up,
dinner.
but I do want to have emojis soon.
I sure did.
Oh.
It's
I
my lady
want
dinner.
to spam monkey pog in your YouTube stream chat.
I do want to
It was
shout
the
out
monkey.
everybody who has joined our Patreon so far. You guys are fucking awesome and super
Oh
cool.
hell yeah! No, thank you guys so much for
Hey,
joining.
You can share it with all your friends, though. You can
Yeah.
You can do that too.
Everyone who's donated.
Anyways,
to the
I'm gonna
Patreon-
leak all your guys' email addresses. Not just kidding. Ha
Thank
ha.
you.
I would never.
Everyone who's
Everyone.
donated to the Patreon. Now Andy's going to give you $15,000 each.
It's an investment, you see.
No.
We're going to give you 15,000 crypto tokens, and we're gonna go to the moon with this. It's
You need to give them 15,000 schmeckles. Give them 15,000 schmeckles each of them.
we are releasing Schmeck coin, and it is the greatest crypto ever. I will not pull out, I promise.
It
Group?
was very
Group, is
useful
that you?
on
Real.
Planet Schmeckles.
Real shit, real shit. Look, my meme coin, the bro coin, that's gonna make $1 million, and you guys are gonna be able to buy Ferraris and yachts, and you're gonna live like me, and with my Lamborghinis in the Hollywood Hills.
I will
you-
buy your
My
schmeckles.
red Ferrari
And my
you
knowledge-
within the first 3 days of owning.
Yeah, right.
Schmeckcoins. Schmeckcoins.
Oh, Mantis, thank you. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Good night, Mantis.
Good night. Don't
Good
have
one.
nightmares.
Mantis,
Bye.
Make sure to drink water.
Yeah, make
Don't
sure
worry
you
about
drink
the
water.
water
Unless
Shit.
you're
Water
allergic
turkey.
to
I
water,
was
then
about
you
all
need
of
to
this
find
if I
a
was
different
you.
way to hydrate.
Yeah, you should eat your water and drink your food. Good luck.
Yeah.
Make sure to use your weapon to eat your food next time.
We must get in Ina coin.
Ina coin, oh
Eat
god.
your
God.
drink
That
and
is-
water your
I think that
food.
is an actual coin. Right
Ina
now.
coin?
Not not
For
around
real?
the character. But like
You
it's
should just have an
named
episode
that
where Evelyn like makes like a currency.
I feel like, oh my god, I feel like Ren would find out about it and make a currency herself. I feel like she would actually just like
Yes.
she would
It'd
rug
be
pull
like they
so
try to
hard.
trade with each other's
She
currency.
would totally do that.
She would. She's like, what do you mean? What is crypto? Oh, that's good.
Oh, free money is coming, people. Ooh.
You mean I can just take their money and not have any consequences? She's like, yeah.
You mean there's money that isn't controlled by the government that I can fully rug pull?
Excellent.
No way!
Excellent.
I would actually think.
Xena's just like, why the fuck are we bounty hunters? Let's do this shit.
Yeah, right. No, actually, so speaking on that, there in in the world building thing, they actually transferred to like not a gold currency, but they actually like went back to like a material like value system because they tried crypto and it's fucking like everything went to zero. Like they just had to start again with money. We were like, oh okay, we'll just like go to gems and jewels and gold again, I guess. Like I don't know. I just think that this would definitely be like, how do I say, like they tried it at some point and failed, so they're just back on like the gold currency. But like Ren would totally just be like, oh, this is like some ancient like technology that no one's figured out for eons. It's like, no, this is like crypto. It's just you know, it's not like.
Hey guys, I'm still gonna be here. I'm just gonna go make some dinner. I'll be right back.
So you're not gonna
That's
be
weird.
here.
I do unfortunately have to go. I have
well,
some Buffalo
I
Wild
just want some
Wings.
food. I'm hungry.
No word. I'm hungry. I'm honestly.
Joy.
It is. We got to 3 hours on the stream, so I think this is a good
Wait,
place to
3
end
hours
off.
already? What the hell?
Yeah.
Ah shit.
Bro, we were
We should
yapping
go 4
for
hours then.
Dang, man.
We gotta push it.
Oh my
We gotta
god.
push it, everyone.
Now you see,
All of you.
I got a box of B-dubs waiting for me.
Oh my
and
god, that
even though I
sounds.
haven't learned my
Shit.
Hell yeah.
I
Enjoy
I
it.
have an
my
entire
I ate
baked
15.
chicken.
15, no, it was actually 20 of those bastard wings, and they hurt my stomach so bad. But I
Oof.
have to go back for more.
No, that's understandable.
They were
I
that
fucking...
good.
They're
Dude.
so good, bro. I ate the ones that had the blazing like knockout sauce. Don't eat that. Don't eat it. It is 6 Carolina
I'm
Reapers
gonna eat
into
it.
a sauce.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
I'm gonna
That's
eat it.
crazy.
I'm gonna do
I
it,
would
chat.
eat it.
Chat, I'm gonna do
I would
it.
eat it.
I'm about to do it,
It's
chat.
actually
would
tastes
do
good.
it.
Let's
It
go.
is
I need the spice
good.
bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Same.
I literally ate like a whole Carolina Reaper in a cafeteria, like in one bite, in front of
Did you
people.
survive?
Nah, it's
Yes.
okay.
I
your
can do
stomach-
it,
Yes.
but
your stomach is in
I just
your
I'm
promise
right
you,
here, aren't
I
I?
will die and then survive.
Who knows? This could be your clone.
I think you died, dude.
Adam, did you die?
You could have
That's
died
what
of
Adam was
dysentery
like.
after eating the
okay.
Carolina
Adam
Reaper.
died.
It was like the Ice Age little thing where he's like, did you die? Yes, but I lived.
That's a good shot. Alright, it was fun talking with all of you. Chad,
Take care.
Goodbye. Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna end off stream
It's
too.
Dr. the Monarch. You need to go to the Patreon right now. Go to the
Hey.
Patreon.
You can see my
Patreon
shot
chat,
breakdown
Patreon
and
chat,
me
Patreon
breaking
chat.
down in there.
Yeah, you
I
can actually
know.
see Yoja's tear
$5.
fall on his canvas.
Yes.
If you don't see him, then
y'all.
Good night.
Bye, Naya.
Good night.
Bye.
I'm gonna end off the stream too. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. This is fun
Good
as
night,
fuck.
guys.
Good night.
Night, yo.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you next time, everybody. We have to sing,
Here's,
straight up.
here's
Patreon.
your
Alright.
here's
We
your
gotta be in
stream
sync
art
and
tip.
singing.
Always draw forever and ever, like all the time,
Yeah.
and then you'll see progress. All right, good night.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.